We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartigo, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartigo. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika, and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
Welcome, initiates, to the Underground Initiative, a secret underground organization where a menagerie of maddening Midwesterners gather around to explore the realms beyond through the medium of tabletop RPGs. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm surprised you have more to sip there. I thought you were all out.
I'm enjoying it very slowly.
Extremely slowly.
It boggles my mind how little liquid was in a tall bottle. But
there's Modelo in the fridge.
We always got more. Oh god, lasers everywhere. Thank you all for tuning in. We don't have that many announcements other than, hey, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative, where every donation goes towards enhancing the quality of the stream, giving us access to just more things in general to that I can throw at the players, and just like quality of life changes technology-wise. We were finally able to get a lovely new battle map cam. Thank you so very much, patrons.
Captain Who is happy.
Something's going on.
Don't worry about it.
I see what it is.
Stay focused, stay in character.
Stay in character as a competent GM.
Jay,
I don't
you're
think
gonna
I
mess
can.
it up. Keep going. Why are you stopping?
Obey. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. And whenever we get 10, count them, 10 patrons, I will start wearing wigs for these streams. So yeah, get on it. Tell your friends, even if it's just for 1 month. Hey, I think it'd be pretty fun. So yeah, check that out. Don't forget to check out FromOuterSpace.com, where you can find all types of awesome D&D and tabletop-related goodies created by our very own mastermind, John. And don't forget to check out the Thirsty Nerds podcast. Anywhere that podcasts can be enjoyed, where our very own Clarence and his troop talk about various things in regards to movies, comics, and anime. I believe that is it. So without further ado, we can begin. And we're back. So, last we left off, the Fist has made it deep into the tower of Archmage Aelin V. Weiss, on the hunt for a number of rogue mechanical automata from the nearby town of Magrush. Apparently, these digging bots came under the possession of some local, new folklore type creature known as bright snakes, taking control of these mechanical entities and just wreaking havoc in the mines. Other adventurers and groups tried to combat them, but they too were possessed by these bright snakes, twitching and flailing around at their command. Venturing further, you learn that these bright snakes are learning to interact with the world around them via primordial magic that was originally supposed to be taught here at this tower, but something bad happened and the tower was unable to fulfill its purpose. Venturing more into this seemingly abandoned tower, you guys came across another abandoned automaton by the name of Galvan, an artificial humanoid servant of Archmage Aelin, and he seems to be able to believe that his master is alive and well. Whether that's wishful thinking or something else, it remains to be seen. But for the time being, it was thought probably a good idea, because we don't actually know where Galvan's loyalties lie, to stick him into the bag of holding until he's needed it again. And needed he was, because after Vaxxus did an amazing toboggan ride down 5 separate floors of this tower, landed smack in the middle of this this laboratory level where there are a number of mechanical entities, including this large size. Or is it huge?
Huge.
It's huge size. Mechanical construct that no one has mentioned before, but it seems to be dormant.
Oh no, it's totally large size. It's not huge at all, it's large.
Not only that, but these bright snakes do seem to have been busy constructing this makeshift multi-platformed portal of sorts that seems to have been constructed haphazardly. It seems that all that it can do now is just generate electricity. That is until the rest of the Fist made their way in here and was assailed by a number of these mechanical entities that were left over, including the Dusthaven Defense Protocol Mark III, a large mechanical scorpion-type creature. Making short work of some of the automatons, including the scorpion, bright snakes were able to come out of these mechanical entities. However, for the scorpion, instead of a bright snake, this electric snake-type entity, a humanoid entity comprised entirely of lightning came out of the scorpion. Colloquially, I'm just referring to it as the Bright Lord. And seeing how combat is going down, the Bright Lord thought it was a good idea to instead possess the huge-sized mechanical entity in this room, and it is just wreaking havoc on the fist right now. However, through the combined efforts of Shiima and Vaxxus, they were both able to destroy this haphazard structure. What?
Stargate.
It looks like a Stargate, folks. Destroy this Stargate-looking structure. While doing this, turns off layer actions for this combat, and also it's the combined efforts of the destruction of that Stargate tower also seems to have rendered the Bright Lord completely free of his legendary resistances. I can't believe you guys are able to get all three down that fast.
That was one turn, wasn't it?
Well, it was one turn. He got, I believe it was Vaxxus who knocked two of them down.
Get wrecked, DM.
I think I had knocked one out, didn't I?
I believe you had knocked one out, yes, because Shiima attempted to banish the Bright Lord, and he was just like, nope.
Oh, he's gonna get banished, though.
Everything changed when the gate exploded.
A lot of things are happening in combat. Kulkras is a giant ape. Orlin is possessed by a bright snake again, and is more dangerous than ever because Orlin is not taking damage from the bright snake, and in fact his weapons and physicality seem to have been augmented to deal lightning damage while he is possessed. Shiima, having used the last of their charge on their Mog, unleashed a surge of wild magic, which is now having them levitate to the ceiling. Ceiling cat. Saoirse is unconscious right now, and Vaxxus. Vaxxus, how does Vaxxus feel about all this?
Good.
Vaxxus gives a thumbs up to the situation.
This is all good.
We're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
Just within the last 2 minutes, I looked at my health and realized I'm almost dead. So
Oh boy!
She was not having a good time, but she's flying.
But
So,
she's flying.
There's that.
All right. So without further ado, Guy, if you would be so kind as to engage the battle map, we'll go right back into combat. Top of the round, Kulkras.
So I hit him again.
Who are you hitting? Are you hitting Orlin or are you hitting the giant robot? The giant robot does has its electrified field on it, so damaging it will also damage you.
I think that's because it was at half health or whatever.
Yes.
You could really throw him off and punch yourself. Well,
Run across the room and get him away from us. What if you pick up Orlin and put him in a crate?
Try it, monkey boy.
There's no open crates.
Well, there's some crates right where Vaxxus is.
They're sealed.
I mean,
Do you think that's gonna matter for a monkey? It's cooler than for an ape.
Not allowed to distract the big guy, so I'll hit him twice.
All right, go for
sandwich
it.
him between two bookcases.
Plasma attack runs.
Sit on Orlin.
It's not a... Monkey's easily hit anyway. So, first attack. I'm gonna punch him.
How was
is
it?
19 plus 9, so
That hits.
so second attack.
So I was gonna focus on healing myself.
Kulkras just takes his giant fist and just
Do what
starts.
you think you need to do. I think a 14 doesn't hit.
14 unfortunately does not hit, and Kulkras takes 10 points of lightning damage just by just like shocking this this giant mass of metal.
That's fine.
And Shiima's on deck next.
Am I supposed to be doing my rage damage with this?
Are you raging? Yeah, you
I
are.
have to be
So yeah, add your rage damage.
It's pretty good. Get angry, monkey. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. No, 2 9s and a 5. It's 23. 23. 29. 32 damage. Wow.
That's just one attack.
I rolled 2 9s.
Sheesh. Okay.
Monkey punch. He's lucky I missed the other one. With somebody left, should we begging for a ride?
Okay, so yeah, this huge mechanical construct, this Titan, is like a lot of its armor is already being bent in a whole bunch of places. Just hearing it like move is like an old car turning. It is like just the metal on metal squeaks. It's real bad. You have a bonus and some movement. I don't think the giant ape can do much with the bonus, but
Yeah.
I've been surprised before.
No. Sadly, the feats don't give anything for casting fist.
All right. So are you gonna stay
Concussion.
where you are?
Yeah.
All right. That's Kulkras. Next up is Shiima.
Since Shiima just remembered that she's almost dead, I'm gonna bonus action take my random potion of the day, which I rolled for a healing potion, and also yeah, I think I'm gonna 4th level cure wounds myself as my action. Because
Use it if you
I'm
got it.
pretty dang low on health, so. I rolled low though.
That's a lot of dice.
Not all though.
That's the cure wounds and the
Yeah.
potion on top.
Yeah.
That's smart.
25.
Downing a one of Shiima's Shiima's mystery potions for the day.
Downing one of Saoirse's potions.
Saoirse had this the whole time.
It's tidy.
Yeah.
She's unconscious
I'm
right now.
38 now and a 58.
That's not
Tried to
bad.
rub a cat's belly when it's sleeping before, I'm sure.
Massive improvement overall.
I was at 13 health, so I really need
Fair.
because I couldn't get hit by anything.
You also
And
got
then, yeah, I know. So I'm levitating,
yes.
which means I have to like kick off the wall or the ceiling. I remember you had said like I can't just will myself in a certain direction.
Yeah, the target can move only by pushing or pulling against fixed objects or surfaces within
I think
reach.
you are
But
against the
is it-
ceiling though.
Is it until I hit another wall, or is it just my movement?
Which will allow you to move as if you were climbing. So you can like slow Spider-Man your way across.
But like, can I? But I'm levitating, so can I kick off the wall and then just go across the room and not be touching anything?
You have a climbing speed as a Tabaxi, so I would use that speed.
I only have
essentially,
a
yeah.
walking speed. I don't know if I'm climbing.
Chris is just wondering if she's going to keep that momentum as she kicks off the wall.
I don't think you would move. I don't think it's.
If you click the button where it says walking speed, it should give you all your speeds.
Oh, okay. So,
Same
yeah,
thing.
climbing is 30 feet.
So essentially,
It's like-
you have as much. You can move as much as your walking speed, as your climbing speed.
Well,
so
my
if you
walking
want to
and climbing
flavor it as
speed are
kicking
different.
off, that's
My
fine.
walking and climbing speed are different, so which is it?
Climbing speed.
Okay, so it's 30, not my walking speed.
Right.
Alright, so I can move 30 feet. How far is 30 feet from where I am?
From where you are.
Is the room
How
like
big is
60
this
feet
room?
across?
Ish, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
So-
30 will get you just above Kulkras's head.
Right across the whole
So yeah, like that, like this is like the threshold of 30 feet.
How about can I come above this door? The
Yeah,
door here that we
absolutely.
haven't been through? Like maybe I can attempt at opening the door just to see if
From the
there's
ceiling.
anything useful in there.
Goddamn, come on.
But yeah, I'll stay above the door for now.
Yeah, Shiima can reach that.
Alright, not a problem.
Yeah, that's all I can do. That was my action and bonus action and move.
Alright, as Shiima moves across the ceiling, Galvan takes his turn. And,
And
while-
I act like a spider even though I'm just floating. I act like I'm climbing across the ceiling.
you all hear Galvan go, I must save the master. And it leaves your line of sight, Orlin, and the giant dude. But he is going to take the disengage action and just.
I'm just gonna walk through the fight.
Yep. And he's just gonna hang out here by the pile of bones, and he's gonna start digging through the pile of bones.
Smart move, Galvan.
Orlin.
Monkey cross.
And I'm just like looking
Perception
down
first.
at him like
Yes.
underneath me. Does he even notice I'm above him still?
1 success.
Or is he only fixated on his bone?
He seems fixated on the bones. What did you roll for Searcher?
I might have
one
to die
success.
withholding it,
One
maybe.
success.
As he runs by me in my head, monkey cross just like, oh my god.
Then
Yeah,
you
me
do a
too.
wisdom
I'm like,
save
oh,
again.
come on.
Not yet.
Calvin, I have faith in you.
That's it. In the bag you go again.
Back in the bag. Orlin.
She was like reaching for the bone holder again. Alright, Calvin.
This is their second time being possessed by a bright snake. And this sensation is a lot less painful this time around. Potentially because this bright snake seems to understand its abilities more, as well as the physical limitations and capabilities of its hosts. So instead of sending electrical impulses violently to make your muscles contract and move and swing a sword and take a step, there's a lot more fluid control. But it's still trying to like press into your mind to like try to learn other things about you, things about your comrades, like who's the weakest link, like how are you so strong, things of that nature. For 2 turns, you've been possessed by this creature. I will say that within those 2 turns, Orlin, being possessed, has the capability of trying to learn some secrets of the Bright Snake. Would you like to attempt that?
Sure.
Make 2. I would say you can make charisma checks and to try to learn more about them, or you can do insight checks. So you tell me which one you want to do.
I'll do insight. You said 2 rolls?
2.
Punch
One
it.
for each round.
Punch it in the brain.
14 and 13.
14 and 13.
Yourself a quick question.
It's Orlin. He's having an aneurysm.
What sort of with a 14 and 13? What sort of information is Orlin looking for?
How to control it.
How to control it. I would say for the first roll, you learn that while this thing is inside of you, it is like completely taken over. You see where exactly how it is inside of you. It is taking control of like all of the electrical neuron bits, all of these things that teachers and whatnot tried to teach Orlin, like, hey, this is how the body works. There's electricity, and you're just like, Yeah, whatever.
The bright snake is now the powerhouse.
Oh
of
man,
The Brain Snake is now the powerhouse of Orlin cells.
he gave his teachers the Johnny Bravo. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
However, that's becoming a little bit more clear that this Bright Snake is effectively attempting to take over or cohabitate in the electrical space of that is inside of Orlin. So I'll say that you learned that with the 13. I don't think that there is right now, unless there's some other type of outside intervention, or the Bright Snake loses interest in Orlin's form. There's no way for Orlin to intervene that way. I would say at the very least, if you make a strength check at the beginning of your next turn, you can try to hinder your own movements to give your allies advantage on dealing with you, or maybe alter its sword swing so that it's attacking at disadvantage. But I think that would be the extent of how Orlin can fight back this possession. You also rolled a 14. What would you like to learn on a 14?
Where are these things from?
As you think about, okay, where the fuck are you from? What is this? On a 14, you are shown what can only count as memories for this lightning entity. You see it's not, I wouldn't say its birth, but the very first memory it had. And it's less about what you feel and more about what you hear. Just a cacophony of wind going in every which way. The vision around you is sand and dust and smoke, just a whirlwind around you. You see other smaller bright snakes around you, just gleefully flying through the air without a care in the world. And you recognize that this entity recognizes others as not necessarily their brothers, but more like their kin. Like we are all of the same thing, whatever that is. And as your vision starts to take in this space, you see an enormous bright snake in this space, in this tornado of sand and dust, as tall as a mountain. Just this long, almost like a lightning bolt, just frozen in time, that is still moving on its own accord. It regards you, and the entity that you're seeing the memories through, it doesn't look afraid of this entity. It feels comfort. And then, before you can process anything else, you feel this bright snake, that the current bright snake, turn into a lightning bolt and strike the ground as fast as it can. That's all that you know for that. That's all that you're able to gain from a 14. Now I would like for Orlin to take 2 swipes at Kulkras. Kulkras, did you attack at advantage or recklessly?
Yeah.
At advantage.
It's a 12 to hit, so. This shot rolls a 1 and a 2 every time. I need to roll once.
One's a natural 20.
Ooh. Oh gosh.
Don't forget to add 2d6 to the damage.
Do I double that?
How's your health?
Yeah.
Silver bars.
I mean, I just transformed, so I'm still pretty above 100 still. I mean, all the physical damage is half regardless, because I'm raging. Do your ancestors turn into monkeys too? Spirits turning into a monkey.
Sorry. 48.
Oh, I that is physical damage.
That's all magic.
Doesn't matter if it's magic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Give him the physical damage
22
first.
is the electric or lightning, and 26 with slashing.
So it's down to 13 then.
Yeah.
Orlin with an electrified sword just slices into Kulkras's cake and deals a lot of lightning
Is
damage.
the 2d6 only for one attack, or do I do it on all my attacks with it?
All your attacks with it.
I fart at him.
Ooh, maybe 15 to hit.
Yeah.
It does it.
Yeah, it's 12. The monkey is 12.
Dang, I literally have to roll a 1 then. This is a lot better. 3 electric and 14 slashing. This does not have
10 damage then.
Nice.
How many is it slashing?
14, so 7.
So 10 total. Alright. And I want Orlin to come face to face with Vaxxus. So if Kulkras wants to take an attack of opportunity, he may.
Warn you now, my breath smells.
Oh yeah, did Vaxxus activate his Cloak of Flies yet?
He did.
Okay.
That was my last action.
Alright, because he's entering the space for the first time, does he take damage?
I think it's only at the start of his turn.
At the start, gotcha.
24 to hit.
And me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Moved out of my range.
It's not magical, so you can subtract 3 from this.
Yeah, it's any creature that starts their turn.
Oh, dang. Got me back.
10, 20, 28. Goodness. 30, 34, 37 damage. What? What?
Are you still up?
Yeah. Yeah, I got him.
How's Orlin looking?
Less than half.
Alright. Okay. That's
Is
gonna
that what
end.
you would call bloodied? Or was bloodied a quarter health?
I consider bloody to be half health.
Oh.
Alright.
I like.
Well, come back soon because this Titan is going to attack Kulkras next.
Big monkey, big target.
It's gonna move.
I'll hit him again.
It's just circling around. But yeah, first it's going to reel its a giant hammer fist and take a swing at you at advantage because you were reckless.
May you forever roll 2 1s.
Wow. I mean, that wasn't 2 1s, but that's really low. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Alright, good. Make a strength save at advantage because you can see it coming.
And I'm ready.
And you're ready.
– 21.
21. Alright, cool. You are not knocked prone.
Sounds like it was need a bigger dice tray.
18 bludgeoning damage, half to 9, and 12 lightning damage.
So 9 to 12.
9 and 12. That's the first attack. Then it's going to, having not been able to knock you prone with the hammer fist, it's going to attack you with its axe hand. Wow, another 14 to hit.
I just have a dry cough. It's the price of being sick. I guess it's better than a wet one because then you'd be spitting all over the place. A wet one comes out the other end. It's gross.
24 points of slashing damage, half to
It makes it
12,
worse because we're looking at the other end.
and 11 points of lightning damage.
How many points of lightning?
We're in the splash.
23
I was just
total.
gonna say the
So
same
what-
thing.
Oh, sorry. For lightning damage, 11.
Okay.
Incoming.
We need a wall.
Duck and cover.
So yeah, that's gonna end the Titan's turn. Vaxxus.
How's the Titan looking?
The Titan, it took a lot of damage from Kulkras's last punch, and now you can see that it's physical, like it's still moving, but it's like like it's looking rough. It's looking very rough.
Alright, let me fix that really quick.
It's only been up for 2 rounds, right?
2, maybe 3. I think this is probably its 3rd round now.
Yeah, this is
Alright, so I started last.
You're just gonna blast Orlin straight in the face. Point blank.
Not Orlin.
I think the Titan's easier to hit at this point.
14 probably misses me.
14 absolutely misses. It bounces off the hide of this Titan.
That's 10 points.
Dirty 20 for the other.
Dirty 20 hits.
Alright.
I would say Dirty 20 just hits.
Okay. Extra necrotic damage. 21 points of necrotic damage.
Oh boy.
Over there, clanky man.
You hit an impact crater left by Kulkras's fist, and it turns it into like a sizable hole inside of it, and you can watch as like where parts of its body spark with electric current life. You see like these weird black threads of necrotic energy try to like overtake it, but this Titan is still swinging. It does not look like it'll be swinging for very long. And Orlin is you watch as your cloak of flies is trying to protect you. Orlin is like coming up to you face to face, his whole body filled with electric energy, his eyes ablaze with electric light.
We can work this out, Orlin. I said I wouldn't date your sister. For my bonus action, I'm just going to reapply Foreman's Dread for extra temporary hit points, and I'll end my turn. So I'm not going to move.
All right. That ends Vaxxus's go. Top of the round again is Kulkras,
So I started swinging.
followed by Shiima. Swing away.
Reckless, because again, it's 12 to hit the monkey, so. I'm assuming 27 hits.
27 hits.
Damage first this time.
Oh yeah, that's right. It takes some damage.
What's the damage?
The Titan, at the end of its turn, it takes some electrical damage.
Knock his head off like a rock'em sock'em robot.
The Titan does.
70 plus
The Titan is the only one that
23.
does.
26.
And that there's a story element to that.
26 damage.
Kulkras, this thing had 4 health left. What's your finishing move on
Well, it's
the...
definitely gonna be that rock'em sock'em, so I'll just punch its head off. Nice.
There is some sort of like large spring apparatus attached to this thing's face that Kulkras in giant ape form just uppercuts it, and it does just like extend its head like 5 or 6 feet out of the chassis of the rest of the robot, and it just like falls on its back like a giant mechanical turtle,
My night is complete.
blocking the exit back up the tower. Its body is still sparking with electricity. If you want to attack the Bright Lord that's inside, you you may, or if you want to go after Orlin, that is also a choice. However, you do take 9 points of lightning damage just for the punch.
Oh man, you can curb stomp the Bright Lord now?
You can curb stomp the Bright Lord.
Do you think you
Because
got
we've done
Orlin?
this before. Was it an advantage
think you got
because
Orlin?
the body is down?
I think we'll be
and
okay.
The bright snake. So it
Then
would
yeah.
be an advantage.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Extra advantage.
So I'll do that. I'll do that gorilla walk that they do.
You gonna walk like an orangutan when they do this?
That's right.
Oh, that's what I
23
do.
to hit.
I'm so long.
What was it?
23 to hit.
23 to hit the Bright Lord
I'm
hits.
trying to steal your thunder.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and use my class ability, my normal class ability, and just dump another damage die into it.
Ooh. Do it.
I don't see myself getting a crit here, so
Just sit on him. What's he gonna do?
it's pretty good. We got 14. 14 and 8, 22, 28, 34 plus 6, 28.
34 plus 6 is 40.
No, 28 plus 6, 34. Yeah. 34, 37 damage.
Oh my goodness. Calm down.
No.
You can't see the Bright Lord from here, but you imagine it's not going well for the Bright Lord.
What the actual...
Never forget Kulkras, apes together strong.
That's why it takes 4 ghosts to form it.
Does that end Kulkras's turn?
Yep.
Alright, it is now Shiima's turn.
I keep changing what I was going to do because things keep changing. Did we figure out if the zappers take necrotic damage?
They do take necrotic damage.
Oh,
I think the only thing we've gleaned so far is they're immune to lightning.
yeah.
Maybe resistant to fire. That might just be the max.
That was the metal. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
some of
metal orb,
guys.
so... But it could be anything.
I don't think many of us have lightning anyway, so we're probably good.
Orlin did cool damage, and that's fine.
I just didn't know if I should do attack the Bright Lord or
You can always shoot
Well,
Kulkras if you can't
If you're
decide.
using a ranged attack, I would say
Yeah.
attack Orlin, because since it's prone, it's at disadvantage for you.
There we go.
That's true.
Okay, I'm gonna toll the dead Orlin. Can you have a wisdom save?
No, she was turning the rock music up too loud.
Natural 20.
Ow! Silvery bar.
Ooh.
Let's roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dirty 20.
You can give advantage to someone, though.
Well, sure, you save for that. Not the bright snake in your
Right.
Gotta
head.
mark off the silvery bar.
I thought it was going to be one of those natural 20. Roll it again. Natural 20?
Unnatural 20.
Wisdom saving throws one of my better ones.
Well, I'll give Vaxxus advantage since you already have advantage.
Alright, Vaxxus, on your next roll,
I take
you
it as
have
free real
advantage.
estate.
Is that because it's free bar?
Yes.
Did you want to move anywhere?
Maybe looking down at Galvan, does he seem to be doing okay down there? He doesn't seem to be doing anything suspicious or anything, does he?
Make an insight check to see if
Here's a quick
his
question.
actions are suspicious.
I may have asked this question before, but while that's rolling.
Sure.
Is the possession classified as concentration on a spell?
I will say no, it is
Okay.
not. But that is a good
Because I hit him and I have Mage Slayer, so...
fair. Was that insight?
He's fine.
He's fine. Yeah, he's doing
He's fine down there.
totally normal.
I'll hang out above him still and sort of keep an eye on him. I don't want to move just yet.
In fact,
Is he in the initiative order somewhere?
he is.
Because I don't
He's
have
right
him.
after you.
Oh, okay. I didn't have him.
So, wake up.
I mean, he is actively searching through the bones of this.
Oh man.
And you actually hear him say, "Master, where are you? I can't find you anywhere." But that's his turn.
He's trying to stack him up like a snowman.
And I'll just be like, just keep looking, you'll find him eventually.
Animate that on him.
Oh man.
Orlin, would you, right now, before you have your round, Orlin, you feel like rage coming out of this bright snake that's inside of you. You can't tell exactly what is causing this rage, but there is a lot going on in the mind of this bright snake.
Probably my fault.
It is not even interested in delving deeper into your mind. It is just focused on the destruction of your allies. But this gives you the opportunity to do other stuff from within. So whatever you would like to do, if you want to learn more about this thing, if you want to try to impede its movements, if you want to try to influence one of its physical movements, I will say whatever roll you do, it will be at advantage.
Is it Orlin's turn now?
It is Orlin's turn.
He takes 5 points of poison damage.
You also take 5 points of poison damage immediately.
I got my 3 temporary hit points from the bigger assaults, so I think
It's a poison rumbly stumbly.
Also roll a death save for Saoirse. My apologies.
she's good. She's at 2 now.
Where is Saoirse on the board? Because I can't see her.
Saoirse is right next to Galvan.
Oh, okay.
Can I figure out what these things want in our world?
Sure, make an insight check at advantage.
17.
17.
Pretty good.
You follow more of the trail of memories of the bright snake that's inhabiting you. After it struck the ground, there was a long period of time where it was just sort of hanging out in a kaleidoscope of crystalline structures made of yellow glass with other bright snakes around. Not moving a lot, just hanging out at like the points, the angles of this glass palace of sorts. You figure that this is the perspective of the bright snake hanging out inside of the fulgurite crystals. At some point, that chunk that it was existing in was excavated by a large mechanical scorpion. And how does Orlin feel about that? Just seeing this giant mechanical scorpion just like look at you like you're in a tiny snow globe.
Normally I'd be afraid, but I'm immune to fear at the moment.
Because of cocaine.
This isn't real. This isn't real.
Scarecrow. You think you're doing a snow angel in the snow, but it's all bigger sounds.
Next montage of events play out. You see the
where they came from, what they want here.
Yeah.
What they want.
What do you want?
You feel is for a long time these entities have been like building tolerance, building resistance to function in this world, all for the purpose of going back to what they only call home. They're trying to go home. What home is, you have no idea. Plane of existence, someplace else, you're unsure. But the construction of this makeshift Stargate-like structure was apparently their like life's work in understanding how it works, and how to use that to go home. But then these group of adventurers showed up and they slaughtered a lot of their young and just destroyed the focal point of presumably how they go home, and they are very upset about that. So right now the focus is deal with the intruders, try again. Take 2 swings against Vaxxus. As possessed lightning or Orlin just like jams their sword your way.
First one's 25 to hit.
Yeah.
12 slashing magic and 9 lightning.
9 will be 4 then. So 12 and 4, you said?
Yes. The second one's even higher.
I think I missed this.
It overshot, went back to 1.
11 slashing and 4 lightning. Not hit.
30.
So if you roll higher than a 20, it just
okay.
goes back to 1.
13 altogether. Alright. Good enough. That's still hard. Like I can take that again.
As possessed Orlin comes in and slashes at you with his now electrified sword. You always hear Orlin speaking about like the divine wrath that the platinum dragon brings down to his foes. In this moment, Orlin kind of looks like he is a man possessed with some sort of spirit, dealing damage on a devilish foe. So there is like somewhere a third person is looking at this and making like a very beautiful Romanesque picture of what's going on.
Meanwhile, Bahamut,
Context.
Stop hitting me, you crazed idiot!
What kind of weapon would that be?
I have a warhammer. Yes. It's a bludgeoning weapon.
As this goes on, Orlin, you feel and Vaxxus, you see as Orlin opens his mouth and some sort of like electrical static comes out. Orlin, you hear almost like a translation of what the bright snake inside of you is yelling. My illuminates, do we kill the rest? And over where the giant pile of robot is, you hear another in a much more bassy tone. This is weird. Like you can understand their language while they are possessed, while you are possessed by them, and you hear the Bright Lord referred to as your illuminants. Leave none alive.
We don't hear any of that, right?
You hear Bright saying go burr.
Hear the bird.
Hear the burr.
Somebody didn't turn the vacuum cleaner off.
Short vacuum cleaner.
Orlin's going to stay there. It is now the Bright Lord's turn. The Bright Lord is going to appear out of the husk of the mechanical entity. Now, Kulkras has it has been attempted. Basically, the Bright Snakes had failed to defeat Kulkras in this combat. Correct?
Yep. Might you do it after that?
You feel like the Bright Lord wants to try to possess you, but because it failed once, it's probably not going to work.
Oh, yeah,
think
it was him too that tried.
I think you are resistant to being possessed
I thought he
by.
just went straight for the robot.
No, someone tried to go for me first.
It might have been another Bright
I
Snake.
think it was another bright snake.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause
Either-
the dude just went straight to the robot. He
Was it?
ignored everybody and went to the robot.
Someone tried to possess me and it failed.
Wait, snake.
Yeah. Now, however, the Bright Lord, not too pleased with how things are going on.
Man, you were hitting for a lot of damage right now, Orlin. That extra 2d6 lightning is no joke.
He's going to maneuver this way around you, Kulkras.
Mhm.
The camera can't see it, but the Bright Lord is right here, and there is a lovely line. So I would like Kulkras and Vaxxus to both make dexterity saving throws. Orlin does not have to. He's just gonna Well, we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna roll a bunch of dice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
I'm just gonna sneak out this door while the party is
Tell me. Alright. Vaxxus, what'd you roll?
4.
4. 26 points of lightning damage, half to 13 because you're resistant.
Ouch.
Kulkras.
24.
13 points of lightning damage.
I am not looking good.
Orlin, you feel this lightning pass through you, and you feel almost like ridiculously supercharged at this point. The bright snake within you doesn't absorb any of this, but he is using this to allow for an electrical shield to be around your body now. Now, whenever someone attacks you with melee, roll 2d6 of damage against them.
Did you roll to forcibly cripple yourself?
No, I did.
Oh, is it
You
either,
did
is it either or?
the nerd thing and try to learn. Nerd. It's okay. Honestly, good. That's going to be the Bright Lord's go. Vaxxus, you're up.
I'm not looking good, so
Am I in combat with Orlin still? No, because he moved out of my range.
I moved out of your range, but whenever you had to take a couple steps towards the Titan, which did move, you inadvertently got closer to Orlin.
Am I flanking with Vaxxus?
Technically, you are.
Yes.
It's advantage
So,
on attacks.
So, yeah, in this...
You used your advantage last round.
you would have had to roll that dex save at advantage.
Oh.
I thought it was only for attack.
The very first roll, I believe. Go ahead and fact check that.
Is that under again?
So
Oh yeah,
it's
still very much.
no, I still would have.
still would have failed?
Yeah. I only got a 10.
It's a real good banana.
No, it's just the next attack roll.
The next attack roll.
Oh wait, no,
Got it.
sorry. Ability check or saving.
Okay, so yes, the advantage was unfortunately used for this saving throw.
Okay. But now you have it again.
Second advantage.
What about second advantage?
I don't think I can take Orlin down. This is bad. Sorry guys.
I think you should try to disarm.
That is how you were able to help bring him down last time. You wrestled the shield away from his grasp.
You could either take away his shield or his sword.
That was Kulkras when he had like all his HP still. I'm not Kulkras. I'm not as strong and I don't have as much HP. So
Do you have any more healing anything?
no, I do not. And my only healing I gave to Orlin because we had to beat the shit out of him the first time.
That's right.
So
How many times have I teach you this lesson, old man?
I'm gonna do the Vaxxus thing and say I'm out. I'm gonna dimension door back upstairs. I'm out of here.
You're just gonna go up like one floor.
Yeah, just one floor.
All right.
That's my action.
Yeah, I'm just like banish yourself and then you're gone. I'm like, good job. I'll be back in a minute.
Space-wise, because the next floor up it pretty much just has the same circular layout. Where would Vaxxus like to be placed? At the entrance?
I'll be by the staircase.
Okay, so
Top of the stairs.
Yeah.
So he can like listen to the fight down the stair hall.
Yeah, that is going to be my second and last spell slot.
what does that look like as you dimension door?
I start to glow like a bright green, and then I just disappear.
Orlin's foe has disapparated from existence. Even the bright snakes within Orlin kind of goes, what the fuck?
Snake is like, right now.
Can't do much with my bonus action. I don't want to move, so I'm just gonna have my turn upstairs.
Okay, understandable.
Can't do much with no health.
Shiima.
Not right now, anyway.
Everyone's standing up now.
No, it's not me. It's Kulkras's turn.
You're right.
Did you already go?
No.
Oh, you're before me. You're at the top of the
Yeah,
round.
we're at the top of the
Top
round.
of the order. My bad.
It's Kulkras's turn.
Top of the order.
Top of the order.
Kulkras.
But I was gonna say, well, you're doing the bright dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Never mind.
Right.
But continue doing the bright man.
When I started swinging.
For all you out there,
Go
that's
for it.
fan art. Fan art.
Does the filthiest of 20 hit?
The filthiest of 20s does hit.
Alright. Damage first. I don't know where he's at.
Is that advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well. What should I do?
Orlin's just standing around with a field of electrical energy. Vaxxus is up on the next floor up, just taking in this lovely front door in interior space of a tower.
I'm just trying to stop myself from coughing up blood right now.
Shiima just holding right up above one of the entranceways.
27 damage.
27 damage.
It's the low end of that one, actually, now.
How's the Bright Lord still? Beat on him before.
That's like 50 damage between just my 2 attacks.
9 points of lightning damage against Kulkras. The Bright Lord not looking well.
So I hit him
Bright
again.
Lord looks like he is on death's door.
Good.
My goodness.
Balls. 17, sadly.
17 hits.
Oh, the machine was... Okay.
Yeah, the machine had an AC of 20. The Bright Lord, not so much.
It's different.
Wouldn't expect lightning,
Literally built different.
lightning to have armor.
Oh, that sucks. 5, 10,
Damage is damage.
11, 14 more damage.
14 more damage. Kulkras, what is your finishing move against the Bright Lord?
I'm just gonna, since it's electricity, I'm gonna backhand him and it's just gonna fizzle out.
You watch as the Bright Lord, this humanoid ghostly figure composed entirely of coursing lightning, like a thunderstorm made manifest in the form of a man, trying its best to just maintain its corporeal form. And after just casting fist against the lightning storm, you finally managed to backhand it out of existence, essentially. And as you do, you hear it as you backhand it. It follows the trail of your fist for a little while, and you hear its what can only be described as its death rattle. This, and then it like Dragon Ball Z stretches out into non-existence. Orlin,
Translation?
you hear the translation of the Bright Lord's final words. May the light take you.
Bye.
See, he's a believer in Bahamut too. Nothing to
Wait,
worry
you hear
about.
that?
No, he only hit it.
Just
okay.
a
He heard the translation. Everyone else heard brrr.
Yeah, he heard it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because I thought you were looking at him when you said it.
Sounds like a malfunctioning Vox box.
So, Bright Lord off the table. But there's still Orlin to deal with.
I think somebody else finished off the scorpion, but I essentially killed 3 people to get to him.
I got the scorpion.
Shiima, you're up.
Okay, because I always forget, who has the cast-off armor? Somebody has that, right? Isn't there cast-off armor? Yeah,
Like armor that's really
He has an ability that's similar to that lets him
that's
attach
your
to armor.
ability. Like you can take your armor off. I'm just wondering. Your armor though is just the cleaning armor, right?
And it's adamantine and +1.
Well, there's no other extra like easy to take off function.
Mine just gives me lightning resistance. That's why I'm wearing mine.
Is Vaxxus also wearing a mug?
Yes.
I thought so.
That's how he gets his second attack.
Yeah, I had it normally, but you gave me that, and you were like, oh, you can just change one of your invocations. Alright, cool.
I figured it'd be neat.
I mean, it frees me up to do something else with my invocations, so it's great.
I figured that would have. I figured you would enjoy that.
It's metal.
Cool. Trying to decide what I want.
Try to kill Orlin with kindness. No, that'd be Kulkras.
It'd be so whack if that was my distraction tactic. Kulkras! Oh.
Also, just so everyone is aware, the bright snake within Orlin undamaged.
How's Orlin looking right now for help?
Less than half.
He's looking bloody.
I'm gonna just sort of shout out to whoever can hear me. In case Vaxxus can hear me.
Maybe up to the DM.
Damage or disarm.
Well, I don't think Kulkras it can answer in any meaningful fashion.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
you
Galvan
can
is.
do arm
Hold on,
motions or something.
I can answer. I can answer.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
No, not yet.
Galvan is still just
Yeah, he's
sifting through like
guys are
dust
not-
bones.
Okay,
Could use some help,
The
Galvan.
only people in the room is a monkey and a robot.
It sounds like it's starting with a bad joke.
I mean, in case,
So
in
a
case
monkey and a robot
Vaxxus
walk into a
was
dungeon.
invisible or close enough to hear, he could maybe respond. I don't know. Oh,
What's Vaxxus's passive perception?
10.
10. I think he's just barely able to hear what Shiima is saying through
What?
the echo, but also through like the weird sense of tinnitus that Vaxxus is experiencing with all these like explosions and electricity and just like what the fuck was that? It's
Yeah.
like going from like thick combat to somewhere else. It's like
With all the temporary hit points, I've been electrocuted a number of times already.
I just have one question for you. Explosions.
I'll just yell back, take him down, Shiima! You can't kill him by disarming him.
well, I think I might have to make it easier for Kulkras to take him down. So I'm gonna try to disarm his shield, and I'm gonna do the third level. My last third level.
I don't know, the right order's down.
Yeah. Big man's down.
Yeah, he's down. I'm gonna do my last third level heat metal on his shield. And you have to roll a Constitution saving throw to hold
Interesting.
on to it.
The old constipation
Nice.
saving.
Or
Smart.
drop it on purpose. I don't know. I think
this
it has
bright
to be a custom.
this bright snake does have advantage on saving throws.
Does he use my score?
It will use your score.
18.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Wasn't that just for him to keep hold on it? Because if he keeps hold on it, he's just going to keep taking damage.
Yeah, but I want him to drop it
Well,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
have a better chance of hitting him.
Or they have so much AC.
Natural 20.
Dang it.
Did you roll two dice?
Yeah.
You
So
only
advantage.
roll one.
Oh, I thought it was advantage.
It is an advantage. Silvery bars, you just re-roll once more.
Oh.
That's
I thought it was re-rolling the whole thing.
No. So yeah, just one more.
19.
Still fairly high, but you can give advantage to someone in the room.
I actually don't know what the number is that he has to beat.
Should be
It
on
just
yours.
says Constitution saving throw.
It would be whatever your spell save DC is.
Yeah. I think that beats it.
Where's my spell?
It should beat it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, for that spell, it doesn't say it in the spell description.
So usually any saving throws.
But yeah, now he takes
So your
damage.
DC is always going to be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier. Which you never get.
But usually it'll
That's fair.
say it. It'll say it here somewhere, or it'll say it.
Well, you can just go back to your main casting
Yeah.
profile and it'll tell you at the top.
All right, so you're gonna take 2d8 fire damage.
And the fire damage.
Do you have any resistance to fire? Or is it the...
And he already burned up my temporary HP.
Just say, I'm sure I burned up your temporary HP with that 38 or whatever.
Yeah, that reset on my turn.
Okay, so you take 7 damage. And since you did not drop the object, you now have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Until the start of your next turn.
That's pretty good use of
Start of your next turn or start of his next turn?
It just says of your next turn.
So you, the caster.
You're the captain. But how long does the spell last?
Oh, it's concentration up to.
Okay.
So.
Nice. All right. So
It's
what
weird
does it
that I
look?
have to concentrate for a minute, but it only has a disadvantage for one turn.
But you can still burn him
But
each turn.
Yeah.
They'll still take damage as long as he's holding it, unless he chooses to drop it.
Yeah, and I think
So
that
you can choose to drop your shield and not take any
Is the
more
bright
damage.
snake smart enough?
until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on your subsequent turns to cause this damage again.
Yeah, for bonus action.
It doesn't drop. It has. If the creature holding it takes the damage, the creature then makes a Constitution save. So yeah, you can force that con save each turn, and he can still potentially drop it.
Oh, I can't force it.
Yeah, on your next turn.
Unless it's something that he can't.
Is
like,
that
he
something
cast it
that's
on.
like in that full spell description?
Yeah, it's in
Can't
the second
see.
paragraph. If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a con save or drop the object if you can.
So anytime you force the damage, it forces the con
Yeah.
save.
So, neat. That was your action. You still have bonus and movement.
Oh, actually, I was supposed to roll 3.
Roll one more than
Yeah,
one more
so that
d8.
was
That's right, because you upcasted it.
Yeah. Oh, and actually it is a +3, so sorry. I was looking to see if there's anything to add, but it's way over the top. I didn't see it. So, an extra 9 damage.
What does it look like as you cast heat metal on Orlin shield?
I think there's just like, I think my hand's like glowy red air or mist sort of thing happens, and then just across the room his whole shield starts like from the center out, just glowing redder and brighter and brighter. Until like the whole shield is like glowing red, hot,
Taking inspiration for the idea that
and his hand is like sizzling.
Inspired by the idea that energy and electricity, when passed through metal, can create a hot current to the point where the metal itself will burn and potentially melt. Utilizing that spellcraft, you apply that to Orlin's shield, and I don't think in this moment the Bright Snake realizes that the shield is burning. He's just the Bright Snake is just more lost in the fact that its Bright Lord has been murdered by a giant humanoid figure that
He
it
doesn't know
doesn't
what
quite
a monkey is.
understand. My luminance, no! Meanwhile, your shield is just a red blaze, and
Yeah, it's just glowing brighter.
Go across the
it's fun. You still have a bonus action and movement.
Yeah, your hand's gonna smell like bacon.
I have
for
nothing to
few
do
days,
for a
probably.
bonus action.
Alright.
So I'm like, I don't know, does Orlin / Bright Snake even know I'm here right now? Do I feel safe up here from him, or can I roll like an insight check?
Yeah, sure, make an insight check.
Or a safe check?
So check.
3 plus something,
I mean, you
not
know,
much.
you know what Orlin can do essentially.
Yeah, but I don't know if the Bright Snake can somehow do something worse. I don't know. I think think I'll just stay there.
Okay.
I didn't roll that very good perception.
Not a problem. You
I'll
feel
just stay there. I'm
you-
fine.
I'm on the ceiling. Can't touch
me
me.
and Galvan are fine.
Can't touch
over
this.
here.
Galvan is going to use his turn to sift through a pile of bones.
Jack!
Shiima, you watch as Galvan finds like like something shiny in the bits of bones, and you hear him go, "Master, I have found you." The master has been protected. Secondary protocol. Engage. Deal with the anomaly. Galvan holds whatever he just found in his hand, and he turns around to face Orlin. He's just gonna move up 10 feet and end his turn.
Yeah, put Galvan back in the bag.
Put that back on.
Galvan's gonna help us knock him out.
The bag back on.
Can I tell that he's walking toward Orlin and not Kulkras?
You can tell that from the angle he is walking towards Orlin.
Orlin, are you walking towards me, Galvan? I can't beat your ass if I don't get close.
The Bright Lord is dead. Vaxxus, what are you doing on the main floor?
But the night before Vaxxus?
Oh shit, you're right. Orlin.
Galvan.
What would Orlin like to do?
He has one shot of banana meat.
For my portion of the mind thing, can I try and open my hand and drop my sword before I attack anybody?
Yeah, sure. Make a. I would say at this point, the Bright Snake has like recovered from the loss of everything, so this would just be a straight strength check.
First Restoration. Natural 20, she's back up.
Hit her with the
I
laser.
tried Silvery Barbs, he has advantage again.
Right. I think you have to see the person.
Oh.
So the
Yeah,
monkey
yeah.
gets advantage.
Instead of a strength check.
I mean, I can give myself advantage.
You can give it to yourself. You can give it to
To
Orlin.
myself.
You can give it to Orlin.
Well-
Bright Snake Orlin.
Although, let's count.
You can give it to Saoirse as well.
Got like 3 natural 20s.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
I don't
Sarah
know.
Oh,
she's-
actually, no. Yeah, you
her
can't.
last
There's supposed to
3
be, like,
times
one
down, she's got
penalty, right?
natural 20.
Yeah.
I'll just give it to myself then.
Alright, you give yourself advantage for whatever comes next. Saoirse, after just rolling a natural 20, is back in the heat of the moment. Saoirse the unkillable. One of these days, Orlin.
And I
we've
see,
killed her
I see
plenty
her
of
get up,
times,
and I'm like, oh,
she just keeps coming
Saoirse.
back.
That's cemetery
Saoirse,
over
stay
here.
away from Orlin.
It really is.
Looking more like a
Does
zombie.
she know
pit,
that
yeah.
Orlin's been possessed? I don't remember if she was knocked out before he was possessed or after.
After, but
So she wouldn't know that he was possessed.
But Orlin can't give her commands either, so she just
So she
immediately
probably
goes.
sense it.
Somebody's dodge, I would assume.
She sense that he's possessed?
Meta answer, Saoirse is aware that there is something wrong with her master.
Because it happened before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We need a protocol for this. You need to talk to her.
It was a strength check or strength save.
Check.
13.
13. That is not enough to force this creature to drop its shield at this
What am I
point.
doing, snake boy?
Instead, they are going to turn around. Take a look at what's here.
Read the room.
You're
Just
surrounded.
Orlin doesn't have any ranged physical attacks, does he?
No.
Alright.
Obvious ones anyway.
Then he will just take 2 swipes at the giant ape in the room. I believe at disadvantage because of heat metal.
Natural. 2 natural rolls because I rolled at reckless, remember?
So yeah, just
So
2
just
straight attacks then.
I mean, I think you still have to roll a natural 1 in order to
Yes, 25 to hit.
Yep.
3 lightning. Ooh,
Oh, you have disadvantage on it.
Right, right.
Factor that in.
That's what.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
11 slashing.
Spell for other.
Said 3 lightning.
Yeah.
Okay. I I'm back to normal now.
Here you go.
Kulkras.
But I'm still raging.
Kulkras's
Monkey's gone.
giant monkey form disperses.
Oh no, Kulkras lost 2 of his 6 health bars. What will we ever do?
Get that monkey
Was
the
that your
donk
last
out of my
rage?
face.
Is that the last rage of the movie?
No, I still got 2 more.
I still got 2 more forms after this.
Might be good on this one, 17.
That misses.
I feel like Orlin is secretly enjoying this.
Orlin takes 2 swings. The first swing is enough to knock Kulkras out of his transform form, dispersing all of the spirits that is maintaining the ape form. And now they're just still floating there spectrally behind Kulkras as he is still raging. The second swing, the Bright Snake believes that it's still fighting a large ape-like creature. Tries to stab upwards, like a whole foot above Kulkras's actual head, and it's just like,
Trying
What
to
are these
stab him
devils
in the
doing?
butt cheek is gone.
where's the cake?
Yeah, where's the beef?
That's going to end Orlin's turn. Vaxxus, what you doing, buddy?
I'm probably gonna creep back down the stairs and, for starters, to see what's going on.
All right.
Josh,
Trim your
Creep.
pencil mustache. Do the creep.
Alright, use 15 feet of movement to go down the stairs. At the entrance here. Peeking in, you don't see an ape. You see that, I believe you were here whenever this thing got knocked down.
No, I have no idea that the Bright Lord's gone.
Okay, then you peek your head out. The first thing you see is the Bright Lord's head attached to this long, stretchy spring, just like poking out into the
Well, the
entranceway.
machine's head, not the bright lord.
Sorry,
Bright Lord is
the
first.
machine's head. Sorry.
How are we looking?
Oh.
He'll be fine.
I found the master.
He found the master. He's helping us though. It's fine. It's fine.
Is his electro shield gone now? Is that a one-turn thing?
No, that's still there.
I tried to disarm him, but the shield is very hot.
What is left to fight?
Orlin.
Orlin has become the raid boss.
Orlin.
Alright, I'm gonna finish walking down so I can at least get a vantage point of Orlin.
Okay. I'll say this thing is in the way. Maneuvering around it is difficult terrain, so 15.
I'll stand on top of the robot if I can see him.
You know what? Yeah, 'cause that's fucking
Get
fun.
to the high ground.
It's over, Orlin.
Shiima and Vaxxus both have the high ground against Orlin, and Vaxxus, you can see that Orlin's shield is burning bright orange.
Alright, well,
Captain America edited him.
I feel like it would work too. My ace
It would
is
be a
not-
disadvantage, though.
I allow it.
with John's rolls tonight, I don't even know if I even want to risk it.
I turn it
He
into
missed
a
me.
dex save attack.
I'm trying to make him drop his shield. You can make him drop his sword.
I don't see the Bright Lord or anything
Damage
else,
me.
so I'm just gonna go ahead and do Eldritch Blast twice in this move.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, do you have the invocation that allows you to like push or pull enemies? Okay.
I do not.
Just curious.
It's called shoving.
The 18 misses. Well, less than that even. 15 misses, but I'm pretty sure 28 hits.
Yes. Just barely.
Extra necrotic damage. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
18 points of necrotic damage.
Orlin down.
Okay.
Again.
Deja vu.
Orlin is down.
10 left.
Okay. I was sitting there, I'm like, it's hard to even hit this guy.
So I was trying to make him drop his shield.
Orlin
I
is
didn't know how
down, but
much
his
health I
body
had left, so.
his body is still like crackling with this weird electric energy. His hands still like death gripped onto his sword and shield.
Definitely probably want to release that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that may. Well, we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't make it release it.
You-
Somebody would have to take it out of his hand. I
You
guess.
can drop concentrate.
Yeah, I can drop the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would that insta cool the shield?
Sounds like a stupid
Yes.
fish thing to do. Orlin, drop the shield. Just Orlin unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna reference a video that I'm thinking of. Was that just one Eldritch
I
Blast?
missed the other one.
You missed the other one? Okay.
I'm just gonna.
I'll just drop the spell because I can do that at any time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just drop the spell. That'd be nice.
No longer concentrating on that.
I'll just end my turn because there's not much else I can do anyway.
Turn 11, I believe. Now, top of the round. Kulkras. What would you like
The
to do?
snake is gonna come out of it.
If I hold my action, I can only do one attack, right?
Yes. If you attack, if you try to attack the bright snake now, before it was just like, yeah, I'll take a swipe at this, at the mechanical frame that these things are thrown in. But this is like Orlin. So if you try to take a swing at the bright snake as it is, you might slash Orlin in the process. Yeah, and?
I mean, holding your
So I started swinging.
Where's the downside?
It's like, you can eat 2 death
It'll
fails,
be
right?
fine. I can spare the dying him.
No, I'll back up and actually ready an attack with my biggest crossbow.
Alright. How far back do you want to move?
Yeah, you should back up as far as possible.
Yeah, I'll
The
back up as
snake
far
is-
as possible.
The snake is going to want to go into somebody else's body as soon as possible, too.
That's right.
I would probably want to be closer then because it'd probably never get me.
Yeah, I'll back up as far as I can.
Alright. Do you want to hang out on the ruins of this structure?
Yeah, get
Yeah,
the high
I'll
ground.
get the advantage.
Not a problem.
No
Yeah.
advantage, but
Big ol' high ground. Standing,
The heavy crossbow is 100-foot range, so
not a problem.
Yeah, it's a little ways.
Yeah, we got a good range. I also...
Taking aim. Is
Do this with my
Kulkras. Shiima, what are you doing? What is your turn?
I'm also waiting for the bright snake.
Alright, using your action to hold an attack. Which will just be one, but holding a crossbow bolt. Or do you want to
the
hold
classic
spell?
Western sound starts, but Orlin's the one that's like sweating, like, don't hit me.
Well.
Psychic damage. My crossbow only goes on D8.
I mean, if we're all getting a turn to do something, I'll probably just walk over to Orlin because I've seen how they try to possess people, but I'm not worried about it.
Do I think psychic damage would hurt it?
Yes.
It doesn't have a brain, but...
Let's assume it does. Let's assume it might.
It has to do intelligence saving throws, so I don't know if that would... It might be pretty hard.
No, it's a big no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over there toward Orlin if I can get any time.
Acid. Well,
I think you're after Orlin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just didn't know if it was taking its sweet time or something.
It'll have its turn technically after Orlin's turn, but because Orlin's was possessed by him. Yeah, so it'll be
Okay.
Shiima, Orlin,
No problem.
as well as Saoirse, and then the Bright Snake, and then Vaxxus.
Okay, no problem.
Do I think... Why not that be a saving throw? I'm trying to find something that doesn't require a saving throw so I can use my advantage.
Yeah, banana meat's kind of good.
I'll hold a magic missile.
Okay.
You don't have to, that's an automatic hit. You
Oh.
don't have to roll for that. Do you have any attack or
Firebolt or
Yeah.
Frost Ray or
If you wanted, you could just that's a fun way to cheese holding on to
Or wait, no, actually,
an advantage roll.
Yeah, like, if I use something that,
Doesn't involve a roll.
yeah, then I can save advantage till my next roll. Right?
So
it
it's just next roll, right?
Well, it says next attack or saving throw roll, something like that.
Or check.
How many times did I
Magic
roll?
missiles.
Yeah, it says
Right.
attack roll. So, since I don't have to roll, then I can save my advantage for the next time I need it.
Chosen creature has advantage. Interesting. Yeah, and it
Yeah,
doesn't.
specify
It
roll.
doesn't give like it just says the next time you make
Yeah.
one of these rolls. You can hold on to that for a month and not make a roll.
All you have to do is use magic missile every time.
Yeah, so I guess I'll
Can I hold the action while I'm sleeping?
You can try. That I mean,
That's what I do to Orlin every time
That's-
he tries to wake me up.
that's how you not void your bowels whenever you sleep. So yeah, that's it. You're holding an action.
I'll hold a second level.
Oh, that's gross.
missile.
Second level magic missile. Got it.
Hey, you said it, not me.
It's true though.
Is it 4d4?
That would be. It's only 1d4 at first level, so it's 2d4 for second level.
Like, get 3 of them then? You get
Or
3
is
of
that-
them
is
at
that
first level
per
and 4 of
thing?
them at second level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
I
it'd be
think
2d4 per dart.
No, 1d4
And
4
then
times.
Well, it says 3 darts.
yeah,
So you're
3 darts.
casting a second level, right?
Yeah, but it says.
so that an additional dart. So it's 4d4.
1 more dart for each slot level.
Yeah.
Above first.
So
But
it's,
yeah, since I'm casting it at second level, that's still 3 darts, right?
no, 4 darts, because the initial one's 3.
glowing, so you get
Three
3
glowing
automatically,
darts. Yeah,
and you're
each
casting
dart
it at second level, right?
So 1 more dart.
So then that's 4.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a second level slot or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart for each slot above level 1.
Okay.
So it's technically 4d4 for the spell, but
44 plus 4
44, that's a lot.
for an auto hit, yeah.
But I'm not doing it yet, so I'm holding it.
Right.
Whenever the bright thing comes.
Shiima, you're holding on. What does magic missile look like as you?
The number of fingers starts glowing, so I get 4 of those.
The
So
fingernails!
4 of my fingers are glowing.
I
Yeah.
love it.
And they're glowing like, I guess, yellow?
dive kick.
Sure.
It's a powerful lip gloss. Or what's that?
Nail polish.
Nail polish you have on.
Yeah, my claws are extra glowy.
You know how some
Just the 4.
cat claw caps are colored. It's like that. All right, so yeah, preparing magic missile, waiting for the foe to arrive. Orlin, make a death save.
1 failure
Hold on, wait, could I have spared the dying him?
to touch spell.
It's either spare. You can either spare the dying, or you can hold magic missile.
I think you have to touch him for spare the
Spare
dying.
the dying is a cantrip, though.
Yeah, it still takes an action to cast.
It's touch range, you gotta be up there.
The only person who can cast it at range is
I'll
Okay.
I'll
a
just
great
I'll still
player.
hold
Yeah.
my thing.
All right.
But if I need
If I
to,
was
I can,
the
I can
undying
sneeze over
instead
there
of the
and spare
undead, I would have got that cantrip, I believe.
I don't know if you can cast it at range though.
Oh yeah. I forgot. It's Galvan's turn as well. He's going to.
Oh no, it's gonna possess
And,
Galvan's.
Actually, that probably be the best option.
I mean,
He comes close to Orlin, and
I
then
can
he
mention
realizes.
later, it'll be fine.
Wait, I think I might be in danger of being possessed.
I'm in danger.
What's Saoirse doing?
I am in danger.
Back between those 2 bookcases and dodge. No, closer to you.
Far-
Yep.
yeah, far.
Just thinks you're going there, but
Yeah, push the bottle right up against the wall.
Not in my orifices.
Close your orifices, everyone.
It's a
Bright Snake
It's a bold
emerges
strategy.
over Orlin. Those who are holding their actions are free to unleash.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Do I add anything to that?
Plus 1.
that just +1
+1
That's
for each
it.
dart.
per dart?
Per dart.
So it'd be 3, 4.
So,
So
yeah.
it'd be +4.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever you
so-
roll plus
yeah.
4.
What did Kulkras roll?
24 to hit.
34?
24.
Yeah, that's...
Take 17 damage.
Snake damage.
17 damage.
At damage.
17.
I was just joking when I said we're getting rid of Orlin. 9 damage
9 damage.
of magical piercing.
Magical piercing?
I mean, it is a +1 crossbow. So.
Perfect. So yeah, this bright snake gets pelted by yellow clawed magic missiles and a magical arrow from members of the fist. Its electric snake-like form dissolving in places and reforming. It is going to make a roll to see if it gets its possession ability back.
I'll bring it on. Go ahead.
It does not.
See what happens. I
Since
kind of
we-
wanted
Since
to
we've
try.
fought a few of these already, do we know possibly how much roughly damage it needs to take before it does?
Make an insight
Because
check.
we've fought a few of these already.
Sure, make an insight check.
16.
16 with a 16 without getting too meta because I don't like bringing that level here in this space.
I can close
I
my
understand
ears.
it's only one enemy and whatnot, but you know, I would say less than 100. Between 50 and 100.
I feel like I did what? Okay, 50, 100. I feel like I did that already. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know if we did 100 already. I would did 9.
If it helps, the
That's like
bright lord, the bright lord who was stronger than the normal bright snakes had 130 health.
I'm blowing the shit out of that man.
The bright snake.
I think Shiima's just tired of fighting these zappy snakes.
Zappy Snake is going to gear up its
Shock Galvin.
its line of lightning.
It is the closest to Galvin.
It is closest to Galvin.
There's nobody that's in a good line to hit, so he's gotta pick one person.
Not yet. Chris has a good point.
It's gonna go after
Have to circle
the
around.
one that's been kinda sneakily thwarting its abilities, thinking that they're clever hiding up in the ceiling.
You mean Galvan, who's been busy?
Totally Galvan.
No, Galvan who
What's
just
the
walked
range on
right
that?
past it, ignoring.
Sure, the range is 100 feet.
Okay, well, yeah.
So,
I was
Shiima,
hoping
would
the
like-
angle would help you, but nope.
Shiima, please make a dexterity saving throw.
This is only like a 60-foot room, so.
Oh, you get advantage.
You do get
Yeah,
advantage
because
on
this
this.
is. I can use it on my first saving throw. And this is which one? Dexterity?
Yep.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
It should be good.
Unless I roll super low, I have to roll it for advantage today. Oh, it's quite better.
I did not roll that well.
Okay. 23.
23, that is a success. You take 9 points of lightning damage. It was 18, half to 9. As this bright snake just shoots an electric
My
arc.
fur gets puffy and then starts to relax again.
There's like this weird long cat shaped imprint on the metalwork right behind you.
Don't
That's
mess it up my fur.
yeah. He's actually going to just move a little bit
Yeah, come
closer to
over
the middle
here.
of the room.
Come fight me.
Gal-
Or not close to the person.
Wait, was Galvan holding anything? Out there?
Galvin has no. He wasn't holding an attack because he's not smart enough for that. But he is. Galvin is going to attempt an attack of opportunity.
If he only
He's going to
had
attempt to shocking touch him.
He would have been smart enough to hold an action.
That
Wait,
hits.
shocking touch him?
Yeah.
That's gonna heal it, isn't it?
Funny you should mention that.
Galvan!
Oops.
Galvan, that heals him!
Put him back in the bag.
He heals 6.
I might just have to.
Galvan charges
reaching for
electrical
my bag again.
energy, and he goes to attack him. Oh, oops, shit. The entity just absorbs that electricity into his body, healing him a little bit, but
Does it go like Bert and he's saying things?
Yep.
Galvan.
more or less. That's going to end the Bright Snake's go. Vaxxus, you are up.
First, I'm gonna blast.
Blast! Blast him!
And then the bright snake is perfectly in the center of the room for all of us to aim at.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 just hits.
Alright, they both hit. First one, necrotic damage. 13 points of necrotic damage.
There goes his healing.
13 points.
Force damage. 15 points of force damage. For the second one.
He's looking very rough. Very rough.
Yeah,
Is Cloak of Fly still up?
Yeah,
They
Eh.
could just hide behind the door.
I'm actually just gonna see if I can walk down right in front of it and just stand next to it, because I'm trying to get rid of this thing.
Not a problem. Hop down and
What's the tower made of?
you approach it. The tower is made of
Is it stone or metal?
it's like super unrefined metal. So like metal ore that's been pulled from the earth and like squished
The
into
tower itself.
the tower.
Like,
Sorry.
like what's the floor made of?
Like some sort of metal.
Yeah, it's all metal.
The floor, the walls, the
But
ceiling.
it's gray. I thought it might have been stone or something too. So
Fair.
No, this whole
Yeah, I'm
tower-
just gonna end my turn standing right next to it, just staring at it.
All right, yeah, staring into this electrified snake.
staring into the pool.
That ends Vaxxus' turn. Top of the round, Kulkras. Round 12 is how long does do Vigor Salts last?
10. It's over.
10. It's over. Gotcha.
It's over.
Kulkras.
Well, the snake wouldn't have it. It would just be you.
Yeah.
Your unconscious corpse.
Can Saoirse give you CPR?
Does anything happen with the Vigor Salts around?
I was just worried that it was going to get its possession ability back that first round, so I'm just going to take out my greatsword and start charging. An advantage, because
I think this
behind.
thing's about to go down if we touch it again.
Over the top of the stairs,
Break on the top rope!
Kulkras definitely got a running start
Wipe
on this
out.
one.
No,
Wait,
he's,
hold on,
he's just
do it again.
he's rolling down the stairs as part of his turn.
Yeah, I should have plenty of room to get to
Totally.
Oh yeah.
it. So,
He's gonna run up in his face and
natural 20.
whack him.
Nice.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. I gotta get a third one, because I
Go
forgot.
ahead and say he's dead already.
I mean, I will after he rolls damage.
I could roll bad. I did roll bad. 5, 6, doubled is 12. 19.
And at 11 health. What's your finishing move?
So it's pretty close to the ground itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slice completely down in it. My sword is gonna implant into the steel ground, and then like a light, like an old filament light bulb popping, it's gonna glow brighter and then just pop out of existence.
Kulkras, you take a running leap at this entity. You said you were using a broadsword,
Great sword.
a greatsword. Yeah, literally just and then straight down, like pommel up, sword blade down, just slice straight down into this bright snake. Zero resistance at all, and the bright snake travels the length of your blade. Kulkras takes 6 points of lightning damage from the impact of this entity. From impacting this entity, the lightning travels up the length of your sword through your body, and like one of those plasma balls that doesn't have the casing around it. Just this blue lightning just sticks out the end of the pommel from like 10-15 feet range. Just these weird, almost like a torrent of tiny thin electric snake heads, just like grasping for reality. And eventually all of those heads just disperse into tiny lightning bolts that travel across the space of this room that dissipate very quickly. And that is where we are going to end. That's where we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. We're going to end this battle.
That was the shortest episode we ever had.
I know, right?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks. Guy, disengage the battle map, if you would please.
You had a body count tonight. Well done.
Thank you all so very much for this half of the episode.
What are you doing?
Please enjoy these announcements. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative, and we'll see you all very soon.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartigo, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartigo. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika, and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
And we're back. So, after this harrowing experience at the base of the tower, enemies slain, bright snakes extinguished, Galvan useless.
Orlin also slain.
We're sitting there, bro.
I mean, at least he didn't die.
Somebody put him back in the bag. That's a good point.
I have to get Orlin up first, and then I'll stay back in the bag.
So you didn't expect that, but he had that whole bottle of banana mead. So I did not.
We had some shots of it.
2, 1. Yeah, banana.
Like
Banana.
Banana.
We drinking the banana.
Orlin, make a death save.
Because the banana.
Another fail.
Really quick. Should Levitate have given up
Under
by
6
now?
seconds.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna float my way across the ceiling and then down to the floor to get to him.
Can't you just reach?
It's a touch.
I have to pull
Your
myself
tail's
over there. Yeah,
I'll say it's-
I can lower myself
can-
from the ceiling and then touch
If
him with my
necessary, I
tail.
could use my magic rope to.
It's a group effort of bringing Kulkras
Can I
and
use my
Vaxxus.
mobile feet to like?
I'll start
move past
dragging Orlin
Absolutely.
closer to
Okay, then I'll-
Shiima because
then
there's
I'll
not
get-
much else I can.
Yeah, you guys can move him closer, and I can mobile myself over there and zoomies down to him.
Shiima is just like
and then
propelling
I just
on
barely
the
touch
ceiling,
him. I just barely touch him with like the tip of my claw.
and almost like swimming in a pool, pushes off the ceiling
With my tail.
with your tail. and how does it? Well, how does it look like when you cast Spare the Dying on Orlin?
I just like my springy tail push down, and then my finger just zip, and then I don't know, like a little spark or something on his head.
Alright. A little bit
Somewhere
of
where I can
static
see
electricity just
Somewhere
right
where I can
on to Orlin's forehead, and Orlin is stable but not conscious.
And I'm just floating above him, I guess, levitating still until I move.
I of course drop Cloak of Flies. I'm not trying to kill Orlin.
Make a strangle check.
I'm doing
Swindle
like this. I'm
number,
like,
Barry.
Vaxxus, get away with your flies.
Hey,
Just one more death fail. And I get this armor.
Galvan is nearby, and the flies that are remaining are just like bug zapped off of Galvan's auras.
He those bugs out.
His little bug zapper.
Should we do a medicine check? I can do a medicine check.
Medicine check would be to stabilize him.
Oh.
He's already stabilized.
Okay.
So
But he's
man, I can smack him.
He's at zero,
right?
he's at 0. Go ahead and roll Orlin. Roll a d4 for me.
My God.
But he doesn't have to roll
4.
any death saves anymore.
4. Correct. He doesn't have to make death saves. He
Put him in the bird holding.
I smell like overcooked meat right now, so I'm just gonna sit down and start taking a long short rest.
A long rest.
Yeah.
I would have sleep sitting down.
Orlin also smells like cooked meat because his hand's probably toasty. From
his
that-
hand.
that melted.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Well, we're gonna have to take the
On
hand.
the chest where you shot me and concussed from where you punched me
I
in the
don't have
head.
any cantrip healing.
That was a big ass fist too.
We exchanged some blows there, man. I got that crit on you, then you rolled almost max damage on me.
21.
21. Okay. So, yeah, the only way to get Orlin like moving around and conscious would be to basically just to give him some healing. However, with a 21, you just look at the state of Orlin. He is like concussed. He's got like not a black eye. He's got like the whole side of his face is swollen, where a giant ape just cracked him across
I was
the
gonna say
face.
It was 10, 10, and 8 out of 3d10.
Yeah.
So sounds like Orlin looks the equivalent of roadkill right now.
You also see that his left hand is even though he wears a gauntlet, the metal there has like fused to his flesh just a little bit, but
Dr. Doom!
no worse than like just a blister across the entire hand.
I forgot I had that ability to resist fire.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I thought. Well, I would have whooped your ass anyway.
But the bright snake was controlling me now and it didn't know what
Right.
abilities
The
I
bright
could
snake
use.
would not have known
And
to
it's not
to
a
do that.
passive ability, it's an active one that I have to use.
Exactly. You also notice that just Orlin's physicality is like he's got internal burns of having a bright snake inside of him. Not just this one, but the last one as well. And that one was a lot more violent.
We might need to drag you back to the tanning bed.
You like
I can heal you.
You like force his eyes open, and like all of the capillaries in his eyeballs have burst, just with the sheer electrical force of whatever was inhabiting him. The spots around his eyes are also dark just a little bit from excess burning from the inside. He's rough, but he will live, and with a 21 medicine check,
He has to live because I spared to die.
He'll be up and about. He'll gain 1 hit point in 4 hours if you just leave him alone. But if you want to speed it up and
Let's go back up to the healing pods and see if we can
They ain't
heal
ready
again.
yet.
We don't know that. They could be. We didn't know they're gonna. Galvan, how many times a day can those healing pods, beds, whatever, work?
Yeah, let's get some use out of that robot.
Galvan has this like metal thing in his hand, and you just watch as he recites his protocols out loud. The anomaly has been removed from the tower.
Oh no, is the tower gonna teleport? Oh god.
Function.
I thought he was about to say, fuck this.
Fuck
Proprietary
this tower, it's out.
proprietary function. Save the master. And you watch as he turns around towards the exit to go deeper into the tower.
Galvan,
So here you asshole.
where you going, Galvan?
I'm taking a short rest. If you want to follow that,
I'm gonna
piece
grab
of
up
junk, be my
Galvan,
guest.
if I can, and just float with him.
Yeah, sure, not a problem.
Because I'm still levitating.
You are still levitating.
I can't walk. I have to float or push off of something. So.
Kulkras,
float with him.
are you paying attention to?
I'm paying attention to everything.
Okay, you would clock that Galvan in his hand. He's holding what looks to be like a skeletal finger with a ring on it.
What's that?
Time to
Time to go. Can I first level boop Orlin with a cure wounds?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna take a short rest next to Orlin, just whisper to him, she'll never marry.
It has to be
Saoirse lays both of her heads on top of Orlin's
like a first
unconscious
level.
body,
Just a first level.
licking at his face, licking at his wounds, both of them.
8 healing.
Yeah, this is
You must have more health than me right now.
this is pretty this is pretty low for what my HP is normally at. I'm gonna go up to Galvan and kind of like force him into a sitting position.
Everyone else is pretty low. Punching me in the goddamn head.
You're gonna have to shut up.
Not anymore.
Keep leaving your bottle open. We have to keep doing it.
You know, Orlin, right now, I think you're uglier than I am. It's very impressive.
Give me an hour.
I'm gonna
Kulkras, make
try
a
and force him down and just wait.
yeah, sure. Make a
Sit boy.
let's do a grapple check. Make a strength check. An athletics check.
He just grabs your hand like a T-1000, you're like, ah.
I'm not raging it.
You are not raging.
I don't have any like guidance or anything to help anybody. So.
Give me the regular check.
28.
28? Damn. He got a 22, which is really good.
Probably
for
should have
him.
kept these away from me, to be honest.
Like, I don't think he can roll higher than that.
It was a natural 19 plus 9.
He got an 18 plus 4. So yeah, I don't think he'll be able to beat you unless you like roll below a 10 or below a 15. So yeah, Kulkras, as Galvan is trying to like float towards the other door that leads somewhere else in the tower, you just like walk up beside him. You take one hand and you like force him into like a squat sitting, like a legs crossed, seated position.
I think I also go into squat because I'm holding on to Galvan to float. So I'm still floating, but I'm kind of like, squatting next to him too.
Galvan looks up at you. What are you doing?
Wait.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to help my master. It is my purpose.
What's that you got there?
Yeah, and if there's other things down there that we have to fight, You're dumb.
Is there anything else in here that's gonna hurt us?
I don't even care if there's anything else. It's no, wait. I will tell you when to go.
Can I examine whatever he's holding?
Make a perception check because he's being protective of whatever item he's holding.
You're the only one I think in any kind of shape to keep fighting right now anyway. 19 health.
Oh, 2 more rages.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically,
12.
yeah, with 2 more rages, I have like 300 more health.
Alright. Yeah, you can tell that
I didn't realize your actual health was that
pretty much you see what Kulkras sees. You see a skeletal finger bone with a what looks to be like a shiny ring wrapped around it.
I have 19 health. I may actually be coughing in game. Wait.
While this is happening,
We're here, motherfucker.
while this is happening,
You're
we'll hit
looking
me
worse
and
than I am.
Vaxxus with the cure wounds.
Cool.
Vaxxus, you only get 4 back.
I'll take it. Better than nothing.
He approaches you. She will.
Galvan still locked eyes with you, Kulkras. Your physical eyes, not your robe eyes. Even though those are all.
Which set do I look at?
He's just looking
I don't
at
know
each
which
other
eyes I
one
should be
time.
looking at.
So you said it's just a ring?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
A ring on a finger bone.
Okay.
He looks up at you and goes, during lockdown procedures, this room cannot be opened unless by the master. So it is highly unlikely that there are other anomalies beyond this door.
And those things, I think we saw travel through walls, so I
Nice.
highly doubt your protocol does anything.
I do not believe that they have the capabilities to travel through walls
Weren't they?
extra dimensionally.
You weren't there with the ballerinas.
I think I missed part of the ballerinas too.
They were just dancing, right?
I think Kulkras remembers seeing them go through a wall.
Regardless of the circumstances,
While they're
I
talking,
am bound by
can I
my
sleight of hand the
protocols
ring?
to assist my master.
Yeah, and they
If
can
you
wait
are-
for an hour.
I whispered to Shiima, put it back in the bag.
If what you tell me is true, then my master has been waiting for over 850 years.
He's dead, Jim.
Then what's 2 more hours?
Yeah,
Just
what's
let
2
him
more
wait.
hours?
Can I
If
sleight
my-
of hand the ring, please?
If my master is truly dead, then I would
It's
have
been more than 6
stopped
seconds of talking.
operation.
It's my turn.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Make us.
In the bag you go.
17 plus 5 for sleight of hand. What is that? 22.
Oh, man.
22 sleight of hand.
That's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, his perception,
Can
not
I roll
that.
an advantage because they're talking?
No,
Just-
because no, it's in his
That's
hand.
what I
He's looking up at.
That was
Well, you made it with the 22.
I mean, it's his master's ring. I thought
You
I
replace it
knew
with the marble and he doesn't notice.
Do you replace it with anything, or do you take it from
Let
him?
me see if I
Do you have a spare ring?
Let's see if I-
Nice with the sucker ring.
Yeah, you give him a ring pop instead.
it's in my possession.
I'm not having this stupid robot trigger other things.
I'll just talk to Orlin while you guys are doing that.
Our
Yeah, we didn't have really
Our
any
short
other
rest-
means to help you, but just beating the crap out of you.
I understand.
our short rest
I
pool
felt it all
reset with
happening.
that.
I tried to banish you, but it didn't work.
Say
So,
Our short rest pool reset with those beds, right?
Yes. Yeah. You gain all of the benefits of a long rest.
I prestidigitation just a ring.
Okay.
Because I can make an object as long as it can fit in the palm of your hand.
Is it like a tangible thing?
Yeah, it's a solid thing. Let me double check my prestidigitation wording.
Wait, if he's holding the
But
skeletal hand or something or
it
another?
was a bone with a ring on it, so I could just like slide the ring off the bone and then slide a new ring on it.
I'll allow it.
You just Indiana Jones this guy.
You create a non-magical
Idol.
trinket or an illusionary image
rock
that
star
can fit in your hand, and it lasts for 6 seconds.
Okay. So
So-
so for the next 6 seconds, he will have this in his hand.
There's a bone with a ring on it in his hand.
All right. For
And
6
I-
seconds.
And I took the other ring.
However long this conversation takes.
Can I like inspect it closer too?
Yeah, sure. Make
Just
it-
right in front of him.
Yeah.
No, I'm behind him.
What do you want to tell if it's magical, or do you want to just inspect the ring overall?
It's like some Skyrim shit.
Yeah, it's either investigation or Arcana.
Arcana, so it's
I have identified that I
Deep
can
dreams and like
just cast as a
You
like.
can legit do
Like
that.
fast.
I think,
Yeah.
you can put a
Because I have
and
that
steal
thing where like
everything, can't
a
you?
ritual
haven't
spell
done that.
can be cast as an
I've
action
seen it.
instead.
Okay, sure.
So I can just identify it really quick. Do I have to roll for it still, right?
No. So you nick this ring from Galvan as he's rattling off his protocols to Kulkras.
Yeah.
I
I just do like a quick reach around, put the new ring on, inspect.
You should pay extra for that.
All while like crouching behind him.
About to turn into Hank Hill. What about your protocol? Is about to whoop your ass. Here's the H. What? He emphasized the H and he means business.
Sorry, I have to. Okay, before you can even identify it, as soon as you get this ring away from Galvan and into your own claws, you hear a voice enter your mind.
God, is that you?
Ah, hello there. To whom am I speaking to? My name is Archmage Aelin B. Weiss of the 7 Towers of Dusthaven.
I'm
real-
gonna act like it's a message, so I'm just gonna respond in my head, I guess.
Sure. What do you respond?
And I'm gonna say, this is Shiima Sandcrafter from Dender, here to help your tower.
I see. Well,
Help
I was
cover
just
your tower.
speaking to my associate, Galvan, as he is the only one that knows how to help me at this time. Would you mind, please, returning the ring to him? Before you can respond, your identify spell goes off, and you learn that the ring you're holding is called a ring of mind shielding. While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. There's some other stuff here, but here's the caveat. If you die while wearing this ring, your soul enters the ring, unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. As long as your soul is in this ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. Or holding it.
It's pretty dope.
A wearer can't prevent this telepathic communication. So, you feel very confident that there is the soul of some entity who claims to be Aelin B. Weiss in this ring. You know that for a fact at this moment.
And then, so you said the identify wears off though, and then what happens?
Now you can choose to respond in this moment before Galvan realizes that
I've been duped.
I kind
that
of
he's
still
been
talk
duped.
to the ring even though the identify's done, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still holding the ring.
Banish it.
I'm not wearing it.
I'm having fun.
Someone
Replace the ring
I
with the
just-
silver.
Okay, then I'll
Yeah,
quickly,
yeah.
because I know I have a time limit before he notices that I took it. I want to just quickly ask, is the lowest level of your tower safe?
Is it droid free?
We're worried that there may be some entity down there that may harm us.
I can assure you that there are no harmful entities beyond the room that you are currently in. Unless you mean violence to those who exist in this tower. You have my word as Archmage of the 7 Towers of Dusthaven. Would you please return the ring to Galvan, please?
Not
He seems fairly on edge.
the room we're currently in, though.
You just gotta stuff it.
In the bag.
He's talking about the next room. The room that Galvan
But
is
you
trying
said-
to go
You
to.
said the room we're currently in, though, which is this one.
The room you are going to will not harm you unless you wish harm upon those of the tower.
That's the part that concerns me.
If you want to try to discern that, make an insight check. This will be the last roll before Galvan.
Well, I want to do it. Well,
You have one chance to do one more thing.
I don't know if I should just sneak it back on to his finger or do the inside check. I guess I'll do the inside check.
Sure, make an insight check against the voice in your head.
Hopefully Galvan doesn't rage.
How did this ring enter?
He's got like no health,
Inside.
He's got more health than we do.
and he can't surprise attack me.
Hard to read. It's a voice in your head. The voice seems very.
Believe him.
The voice seems very pleasant.
Yeah, he seems nice.
He seems nice.
At this point, Galvan is speaking to you, Kulkras.
Well,
I
behind him,
understand
I'm
that
just
this
like staring at
situation
this ring.
might seem difficult to understand, but I must enter those chambers. My protocol demands it. Do you have anything to say in response to that?
You understand if the bright snakes have possessed anything in there and you die, I ain't bringing your ass back.
I understand.
And your master will die.
I understand my function properly. What do you do, Shiima?
I mean, if I can keep talking to the ring, like, do I think I get another round of talking to this ring?
I'll say with that 8 insight check, you can see and
Like, are they still
Kulkras, you
definitely
can see.
preoccupied chatting?
I'll say Kulkras and
I see
Shiima,
everything.
even with an 8, you both notice that Galvan is collecting a little bit of a extra electrical charge. It looks like in this moment, if he stops perceiving you as allies, shit's gonna go down.
Get your toboggan ready.
So
But
with
it's
that
just-
in
it's
mind,
just the talking.
It will be our
That's
last
making him
resort.
think that we're not
it's the
allies.
preventing whatever is preventing Galvan from doing his job, which involves the ring and his master. Like, you guys are stopping me from the purpose I was literally built for. If you don't stop, I'm gonna beat your ass. But he's a nerd, so who knows how far that's gonna
doesn't
go.
seem like he hasn't even noticed the ring, though, that I changed out.
It doesn't look like he's noticed yet, but if he does,
Okay.
shit might go sideways. So you can either continue to talk to the ring or give it back.
Shiima chaotic neutral over here.
I mean, that's kind of what cats are, right? I'll try to, like,
You throw it off the table.
try to sleight of hand it back on.
Sure, make a sleight hand check.
Who knocked my mug off the table?
16 this time.
Alright. He does not notice that as your prestidigitated ring.
I even though I don't have to, I grab the prestidigitation ring. Instead of just poofing it away, I slide it off and I slide the other one back on the
As soon it disappears mid-slide.
Nice.
It disappears, but I want it to disappear.
It lasts for 6 seconds, so
Sure.
whichever. So yeah,
It
the
disappears,
ring is back
when I
on.
pinch it off.
Kulkras, you see Shiima steal the ring and then put it back on.
Slide a new one.
I'm just kind of I'm looking at. Well, actually, I'm looking at him. And my
Well,
roll,
it's a sleight of hand check. He'd have to roll to see that, wouldn't he?
He's got eyes for days. Like he
Yeah,
can
yeah,
see.
I get
Plus, his passive is on level of your sleight of hand.
if
So-
you notice my robe, the eyes that are looking at you are kind of like.
He might not have noticed me take it off though, because that was like a 20.
Your robe suddenly has eyebrows too.
That I did.
I'll say.
But he probably noticed me put it back on.
So Kulkras,
But yeah,
do you keep Galvan where he is, or
Can I just say, since while I'm sleight of handing it, just let him go. It's fine.
All right. Well, if something attacks in there, you're next.
I think it'll be fine. Don't threaten him. We're gonna be okay. I think.
I don't think so.
I'll message you in your brain. I talked to the ring.
Spiegel.
I mean, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Well, technically the ring talked to me and I talked back, and it's the wise guy.
I immediately go ape cross and just wreck his stuff.
make an attack roll? We put the 8 back on the field.
I'm pretty sure one attack from the ape and he's dusted.
Alright, Galvan,
I grab back on him so I can float with him.
he goes back to floating,
How
and
many more minutes
you
do I have this? Like 8 or something?
like 8 now.
Okay.
You watch as Galvan takes the ring and he holds it to the door. The door has a red light on it. Now the light turns blue and the door opens. And you also watch as the door itself, it looks like something big and something heavy has tried to enter this door. Like the walls and the door itself are like bent inward at many points. There's like electrical scorching. It looks like the Bright Snakes had attempted to enter this room or this hallway, whatever's beyond, and failed.
How big is the door?
Same as the other ones, but that's how difficult all of these doors are.
Did it like disappear any differently than the others?
No.
Because the other ones just kind of fade away, don't they?
Yeah, this one also fades away.
Can we do like
Galvan begin.
perception check
Sure, make
to
a
hear or see anything?
go for it. What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna be looking in the door.
Short rest. Just hang up here.
I'm gonna look around this room and see if there's anything interesting.
Sure, make a perception or investigation check.
Is
I'm
that
gonna-
portal completely inactive?
It looks
Should
completely
be.
inactive.
We just
Sarsha can give you advantage if you'd like.
I'm taking a short rest inside one of the junk piles.
Sure.
I mean, I can look around and take a short rest, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking through the door to make sure nothing else happens.
Yeah. Do you want to take a
leave
short
him
rest
alone.
up here, or do you want to follow Galvan and Shiima?
I'm going with Galvan.
Oh, I thought the room was just there and he was just gonna do whatever. Is it going down again or?
Now that the door is open, you can see that it's another spiral hallway that leads down to another level.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down too.
I rolled 18 for perception.
18 for perception. What did Orlin roll?
22.
For perception or
Yeah.
investigation?
Perception.
Do I roll
Okay.
as well then? Or?
If you want.
Same as Shiima then?
Yeah, perception check. Okay, you don't hear anything beyond the...
Any glowing or anything?
There is a slight blue glow coming from somewhere beyond the curve of this hallway, but that's probably just the next door.
With the help of my fancy robe and perception, is a 27.
27. You see the exact same thing, only better.
Only bluer.
Only 8 points better.
Better and
You see it in 4K.
Orlin,
You see
look,
the
It's not
colors of the
blue, it's azure.
look, Orlin, looking around this space, you see the ruins of this large Titan-esque automaton. It's big. Its metal hide is like 5 inches thick. It is made of a make and model and sophisticated techniques that you come to the conclusion that this thing is probably not made with like currently existing Terran and engineering. This is something older. The rest of this room too just screams nerd. Magic nerd.
The scream Shiima.
Don't get me started.
The elements that haven't changed around here is like lots of bookcases that talk about advanced arcane engineering bits, books that talk heavily about like transmutation magics. There's this circular device against the wall. That's this thing over here. It has almost like this wavy liquid type of look to it, like a circular pond that is like always rippling from the center. But that seems to be all that it's doing. There's tables. There's this weird raised metallic control console that is like right next to this this portal. Let's just call it that. And the control console has like these weird metallic buttons with arcane runes and scrawling on it. One of these functions completely fried. Like a massive electrical current has been in here, and a lot of like the metal has been warped and melted and turned to slag. And not exactly sure what that did or does, but you take stock of that. Other than that, just lots of like debris of metal pulled from the ground to make this weird monolithic structure. Lots and lots of fulgurite crystals that exploded. So now there's just like tiny bits of this yellow crystalline glass everywhere. You also see a handful of like suits of armor that have also been like crushed down and bent in places. You find 3 sets of them entirely ruined, as well as 5 sets of like robes that have been torn asunder, and some of this like helmets and armor and swords have been like reshaped and repurposed as part of this makeshift monolith creation. Other than that, you don't find anything like tangibly lootable, if that makes sense. If there's anything of interest, feel free to ask.
You said this smaller portal-looking thing?
Yeah.
It's like a shimmering liquid-looking thing?
Yeah. It's about the size of like a large vanity mirror.
I'm gonna poke it.
As you poke it, the rippling stops, and instead you just see like lines of arcane scrawl. Make an Arcana check.
You mind, dummy?
15. There is a lot of lines here. Lots of lines, lots of information. You're essentially looking at the magical equivalent of like Matrix code. There's like lots of the best way I can describe it is you're looking at an old arcane computer, and this is like the startup screen.
I thought you were about to say the screen.
Yeah. Instead of seeing a Windows screen, you see binary Windows screen.
But it's in like arcane runes.
It's which you can get the grasp of, but it's very complicated. You see that with a 15, the best thing that you could ascertain as what this screen was probably on, but before it went into like screensaver mode, was something to do with weather patterns and weather manipulations, and based on like some of the figures, something big happened with the weather, like really big. That's all that you can grasp with a 15.
It started a whole song.
And the metal the Titan was made of doesn't look like metal that I'm familiar with? Or just the engineering doesn't look like?
The engineering vary beyond you, but the metal itself looks like heavy super conductive types of metal. Like this. Go ahead and make an insight check.
If he somehow comes back, he's gonna look at all the swords we took out. These are ours, okay? They attacked us first.
I did it at 6.
6?
Yeah.
It looks like just a lot, lots of like heavy copper.
Okay.
Copper lined with like other metals to like give it like a not as soft shell, but enough to potentially contain or run something with lots and lots of energy.
Alright, I'm just gonna go chill with Saoirse and rest for an hour.
All right. Shiima and Kulkras, unless there's anything that Vaxxus wanted to do.
No, I'm chilling with the junk.
You got it. As Galvan continues down the curved hallway, Kulkras just instinctually just keeping all eyes on everything at once. Shiima floating behind Galvan, holding onto his robes as he holds the ring in his hand as it comes to the curved stairway comes to a door, and Galvan waves his hands. The door opens, and in this chamber, you see about the same size as all of the other chambers, but you see flanking the left and right side of the room are these rows of what looks to be almost like bathing basins, but they're made of metal. There's lots of arcane scrawls on them, a lot of arcane scrawls. And at the very end of the room, you see something indicative of a familiar sight. You see this you see a number of these large, almost glass crystalline tubes that are 6 feet across. 2 to 3 feet wide. And there's 5 of them in a flying V formation with one in front, and they're all filled.
What was on the side?
These rows of these weird bathtub type things. Yeah.
And then at the other end there's a V of glass tubes.
Yeah. And these tubes are supported by all of these weird raised metallic platforms. There's something inside of these things, but there's a lot of fog and mist on the outside of these crystalline structures, so it's hard to see. And a small recess, circular one at the front of each of these tubes, essentially. And he watches Galvan just gleefully floats straight ahead. He floats.
Oh, he floats, yeah.
You'll float too.
We both float down here.
We all float down here.
Just me and
You watch as he's just gleefully floating to the first tube in the formation.
Can I read anything that's in here, or do I have to use comprehend language? Do I recognize it?
There,
Something I can read, or
you don't see. Carrying on with that perception check, I'll say both of you don't see any written language in this room.
But you said there's runes or something.
Yeah, those are our arcane runes. If you want to make an arcana check to ascertain any of their.
Natural 20. Right? Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
All right.
So
all of
smart,
these.
I know all the spells though.
All of these basins have
Plus 7.
27. Nice. All of these basins. That's really good. All of these basins have the exact same runes printed on all of them, so they each serve the same purpose. Exactly what it is, because there is so many runes, you can tell that this is very, very not high but difficult transmutation magic.
I mean, this is the transmutation tower, right? Or is this a different kind
presumably Archmage Aelin is a transmutation wizard, so it makes
And this is
sense.
the transmutation tower.
So it makes sense that he has transmutation
Somebody told
stuff.
us it's transmutation. Okay.
But it looks like these basins are meant for physical transformation of humanoids, of people.
We could all take baths down here.
You also notice that there are runes on various on all of these tubes in a flying V, and with a 27, natural 20, you recognize, though in a different pattern, similar scrawlings that you found on that tube at the bottom of that pyramid, and those are all necromancy. And you can tell that these are like not the reconstitution of something that died, but the soul siphoning of like a soul that was lost is put back in, can be put into here. Basically, and with a natural 20, you realize it before Galvan does anything. These are like clone jars. Aelin has clones of himself at the bottom of this tower.
And there's how many?
5.
But how many of those tubes have something in it? Even though it's kind of foggy and hard to see what's in it, can we see like if all 5 have something in them?
I'll say with a natural 20, you can tell all 5 of them probably have something in them.
So I can presume he's only had to like resurrect himself this one time.
Unknown at this time.
Okay.
Do you convey any of this information to Kulkras?
Yeah, I'll message him because I'm still not sure if I want to say it out loud.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll message him. I'm gonna say, I believe he's going to take Aelin V. Vice's soul out of the ring and put it into one of these machines so that he can resurrect himself.
Ugh.
And then this tower may or may not teleport to the surface because we had been told that, or we had learned that at some point.
You learned that the tower is capable of that, but you don't know.
I don't know. I thought she
when.
was sort of assuming that once the tower is safe, it's supposed to teleport itself back up to the surface.
Well, Shiima also said that Weiss said that there's dangerous things in this room.
No, I had said no, it's safe. I talked to her.
It's only dangerous to those who wish damage upon the tower and its residents.
So I'm looking for those.
Okay. As this happens, as this goes on, Galvan.
Nice try, motherfucker.
Or about the tubes, just blow them all up.
Fireball.
Galvan takes the ring. He floats up to the first cylinder in front of him, and you watch as he takes the ring and he pushes it into like.
I'm like right on his shoulder, like watching everything he's doing.
He pushes it into like a perfect circular recess that holds the ring, and you both watch, and Galvan too, I suppose, as
I would hope he's paying attention to what he's doing.
as the fluid behind the glass starts to drain, and in fact it does sort of like seep out onto the floor around you.
Glad I'm not touching that. Kulkras, you might want to step back. There's goo on the floor.
As it drains, you both see like the
Does it smell?
it smells
like passion fruit.
smells like it smells like for formaldehyde, which is what it is.
It smells like sauerkraut.
But you watch as the liquid drains, you see the floating form of a tanned elven individual, long elf ears. He is. However,
Just hold my hand right over over the tube part of the where it was crouching.
However, his hair is, even though the water is drained, you watch as like he has this fairly short white hair that almost seems to like flow in midair, even though there's nothing making it do that. And you also see that there's like a little white cloud where his junk is.
No, I don't, because I have my hand there. I'm not
Well,
looking.
others would see it.
The anime steam bath.
Yeah.
Um,
Is he like wrinkly from being in liquid?
no, completely smooth skin from the skin that you are willing to see. Clean shaven, and then there's like this little burst of energy and a little wave of necromantic energy happens, and then it sucks, and then is shunted right back into the form of what you can only assume is Aelin. He is kind of like ejected from the tube.
Yeah, like how does the tube open?
It kind of like that, and then he just pushes
like
out.
It's got two like glass doors. So.
More or
And then he just kind of comes out.
you hear the front panel crack, and it like breaks open, but no extra fluid just gushes out. And
No, he doesn't
already-
exit it like Jim Carrey from the Rhino.
no, thankfully no. If anything, he gets pushed out, and he does like a half-ass 3-point landing on the floor in front of you. Still has the cloud in front of his junk.
I pressed the digitation extra cloud just in case.
You watch as he just instinctively snaps his fingers, and he prestidigitates himself clean. And then he casts another spell that you recognize. He's casting Tongues. Hello. I am Archmage Aelin B. Weiss. One moment, please. He snaps his fingers once more, and then at first you see like a naked wet mage in front of you, and after the sound of his snap is done echoing throughout the room, you see that now he is fully dressed in a very beautiful multicolored like various shades of blues and whites robe. He's got a fancy wizard staff. His hair completely slick and flat against the rest of his head, but it's still... It's not floating, but it's still ripples. Like, you can still kind of almost see like the weird formations of clouds on within his own hair. And you look into his eyes are like this very deep, vibrant sky blue. That feels better. And after that happens, Kulkras, you feel that like something magical just happened. Like, big magic.
Mage Slayer.
The originator does, like, that instinct happens. Do you act on it?
Yeah,
The moment is over.
It's fine.
I've got 2 more ranges. There's 2 more monkeys here.
He basically cast Time Stop and then got himself dressed.
You started Hulk slamming him from the Avengers.
I was gonna ask.
Puny god.
Teleported to the tower.
No, I have not
Are we
teleported the
still
tower.
underground?
I believe we are still underground, yes. You watch as he regards both of you. I recognize your voice. You must be Shiima Sandcrafter, I presume. Wonderful. And who might you be, my tall orcish friend?
We're like leaning over. In pain, that's what I am.
I see.
We got pretty hurt protecting your tower.
From itself.
Kind of, yes. We can explain it to you.
I see. And you watch as he places a hand on Galvan and casts mending on him, bring him back up to full health. Galvan 2 of 3, my personal favorite. Thank you so very much for bringing me back. I'm sure that I have a lot to catch up on. Indeed, Master.
I hate to say it, but there's going to be a lot of mending needed around this tower.
Oh, don't worry about that. With
Your
a staff.
precious books, and I start crying a little bit. Your precious books.
As soon as you say precious books, he's like, well, this can't stand. And then he slams his staff against the ground. Everyone in the tower feels the tower shake. Vaxxus and Orlin, you watch as like elements of the room that you're in that have been damaged repair itself.
Does the junk pile he's laying on like disappear?
The junk pile is still there because the junk pile was something else that was brought in. But you can.
Hey, cut it out! I'm trying to nap over here.
But yeah, you guys watch as like parts of the wall that has been like bent and dented from like the scuttling of the giant mechanical scorpion, like all of those imprints go away. Shiima's burnt static image in the top corner of the room that gets cleaned.
I want to panic for a second and message, I guess, Orlin, and ask him if the stairway portal is repairing itself because that caused a lot of pain.
Orlin,
I want to know if that thing's getting repaired too.
You have eyes on the makeshift portal thing. Unchanged, still broken, still.
We're all good. Still broken.
Okay, good. Thank
I apologize for that mini freak out of mine. I'm very protective of my books. Is there more of your troop?
They're one
What was
floor above us.
Well, I suppose introductions are mandatory. If you would follow me. And he watches, he walks forward, Galvan following.
I don't want to grab onto him and float with him. I'll still float with Galvan.
I roll for stealth.
Sure, roll for stealth.
Natural one.
Well, maybe he's blind. I don't know. 9.
9. Okay.
Pretty
yeah,
good. Pretty good.
Yeah, you.
Just gonna put like a couple pieces of junk on top of you and hope he doesn't notice.
You hide in the molten ruins of the structure, and you just put like a flat piece of metal on top of your head and you just kind of sink down.
Like a lampshade.
If I can't see him, he can't see me, right?
That's the old philosophy.
Orlin and Vaxxus, you both watch as the first one to come into the room that you guys are in is this mage that I previously described.
Is he walking normally?
He is walking normally.
Okay.
I stand up, sword in hand. Are we killing him?
This is Aelin, be wise. I look around and say,
I call out from the junk pile. That doesn't answer our question.
You watch as Aelin looks over and he legitimately did not know you were there.
he really didn't see him.
I'm like a freaking Oscar the Grouch over there. He's like, what the hell is that?
Oh
Turn
my!
out with the junk on your head.
You watch as
You're not. Are you form of dragon still?
It only lasts a minute.
you watch as
That's long gone.
Aelin takes in the immediate space, and he's like, "Well, this is definitely not how I remembered." He sees you with like sword in hand. Now, I do not know of your intentions, but if you mean me harm, it won't end well. He says with a smile on his
they're
face.
With us.
Mage Slayer.
The most appropriate time, honestly.
Protected your tower, please don't hurt us.
I appreciate that. However, there is still one of your troop with a sword drawn, and I get a little anxious about that in my tower.
Well, your tower also tried to kill us, too.
It's been a long goddamn day, alright? I look at
It wasn't
Kulkras.
It's a long goddamn day. It's been a long goddamn 3 hours.
It technically wasn't the tower that was doing it. It was that thing, and I pointed the stairs that are not repaired, because I want him to look at it too.
Oh, you look at the stairs. They are Of this thing.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. He. You watch as Aelin is just like looking at everything, and he's like, "Wow. Oh. How do I ask this? Do you know how long I've been away?
Did we? I don't remember if we did the math.
You know that it's probably 840 years. 840 to 850.
The 800 plus years, sir.
You recognize a very you as he said,
Shiima respects a fellow nerd. Okay.
in this moment, make a persuasion check.
We're gonna have a Rico situation all over.
That's right. You
Oh
think
God, it's so bad.
you think because he can cast clone, we're not going to bully this man?
2.
2.
Yeah.
He rolls fairly
Plus
high
0.
insight. He's able, like he perceives that you believe what you're trying to tell him, and he doesn't. Yeah, so he's just like, I see.
Yeah, the gods aren't here anymore.
Oh, that I already know. I was there when they left.
Kulkras, are we at ease right now?
I don't know.
I continue to hold up my sword.
I'm still resting over here as I'm in the junk pile. Stop making all this noise.
You can put your sword away. He's fine. He just got resurrected out of a tube downstairs. There's extra bodies down there. He didn't hurt us.
Have you been stealing Orlin's Vigor swords? You sound very strange, Shiima. What a wild story.
For all we know, he's the one who he crafted incursion.
In what now?
I messaged. I think
A
that
likely
was,
excuse.
I messaged you. I think that was my brother.
No, he's selling it.
I messaged again. He's been dead for 800 something years.
You with the sword.
We broke into an incursion den.
I would like to
That's what
once
this whole
again
place is.
request that you sheathe your weapon while inside of my tower. Otherwise, I promise you will regret it.
Can I message Orlin? We will regret it. He's very powerful.
I'm gonna do it only so she can continue to lick your boots.
So you sheath
because
so do you
an
sheath
800-year-old has the authority of the new guard.
Okay. You watch as Galvan now takes center stage in this room. Introducing visitors of the 7 towers. We have Vaxxus be drinking, and he points to like the junk pile, the Oscar, the grouch. We have Shiima, Count Orlin Trinette, and Kulkras. Ah, wonderful. Well, as stated, I will reiterate. I am Archmage Aelin B. Weiss, Archmage of the 7 Towers of Dusthaven. And welcome to my tower.
This place sucks.
Oh, now don't be like that.
Everything tried to kill us in here. Every single thing.
If it makes you feel any better, it killed me too.
We had to beat his ass twice.
So you're not special.
Then why do you disagree? Your place sucks.
But no.
Even our entertainment tried to kill us.
Well, they're not supposed to
His
do that.
tower
My
is
entertainment
great,
is
okay?
supposed to
Like-
entertain.
It's got so much knowledge
Well,
and stuff. It's meant for good things.
Maybe you shouldn't be
It's
bringing
just
in weird-ass
the
stones that have
snakes that
weird
suck.
electric snake things in them.
Whatever you say, Shiima.
I haven't brought any weird-ass
He's an
stones with
Archmage.
weird-ass electric.
I'm just a mage.
Pardon me.
Well, it's on the
One
floor.
moment.
So he's pretty cool.
5.
You watch as he walks over to the circular portal, and he's like, "Oh, who's been messing with this?" And he starts to like.
I point at Galvan.
He starts to basically go to his arcane computer, and he's like pulling up stuff.
He like doing things in the water.
Is he fixing the portal I blew
Because
up?
we didn't see this, so like what?
'Cause I'm about to be living right
check
now.
and see
Sure,
what-
make an Arcana check.
We were
Possessed by
downstairs.
fog.
Better.
They don't know how to use magic. Kill 'em.
21. You
Nerves are
see pretty
fragile.
much the same thing that Orlin sees. Like, he's manipulating lines of code that are just like floating in this pool, essentially. Some are 3D, others are flat. It's trippy. It's like, I'm going to interface with this tab and this tab and this tab.
Can I like tell what he's doing though exactly? Like,
You look.
Can I read any of the runes or anything?
With a 21, you can read some. It looks like he's looking up what can only be described as a magical recreation of footage of what's been going on in his tower. And you
And I'm in my head. I'm like, what is footage? Is he trying to look at our feet?
he's
Valid
basically
question.
I knew it was weird. I cast Mage Slayer.
It's
Get your own feet, weirdo.
and you do see that he is like focusing for like a few extra seconds on like an arcane timestamp, which is 800 years more than what he
He's reading
originally.
the date, basically.
He read these.
He's reading the date.
Yeah, and he's. You can see like.
Can I also read that the date is there?
Yes.
Okay. Can I be like, see, that's the date right now. It is year whatever. I don't remember.
He is absorbing so much information right now. He cannot hear what anyone else is saying. But if you want to keep watching, he's basically just watching what has been going on in all of the other floors over the past 800 years. He sees
Is he starting from like the first year, or is he starting now and going back?
now and going back.
Okay.
So like he's watching like you guys fight here in like times 500 speed. He's absorbing this info. Vaxxus trying to get underneath a bed that doesn't have a bottom. Fighting the entertainment. And
He's a giant
just,
monkey.
Does he
just absorbing all of it.
does he have any kind of reaction like when we put Galvan in the bag of holding?
You see him.
or,
You see him chuckle.
or when we destroy his robots, or when we knock over his precious books or anything.
We don't do that. They did.
Toboggan time.
You guys didn't mess up his books. One of the machines did, and you see that he does get angry at that. But
But
he
he knows
does.
that they're repaired, right?
You take a look at the space. This room here is like much more put together. It's still dirty. Like there's still like stuff that's in here that was left over, but the walls are like. It looks like a new room.
Yeah.
Just with a bunch of junk on
I
it.
just want to try to read him and see if there's anything that we should worry about him being mad about that we've done this time.
Make an insight check. If anyone would like to make an insight check, feel free to.
Always.
4.
Slightly better. 11.
Might be a good guy.
I'm
Might
good
be.
at reading code, not people.
He might be a good guy. He might be Patrick Bateman. Hard to tell.
Mage Slayer. What was his name again?
Archmage Aelin B. Weiss.
A-I-L-E-N. Hey, he's got the same middle name as you. Vaxxus be drinking.
It's a small world.
You watch as he also pulls up like a lot of other information besides just the footage of what's been going on at the tower. He's also pulled up some sort of like weather forecast
Like the weather
patterns, and he's watching from now to like 800 years back of like what's been going on with the weather, like from now until then.
Was there any symbols of the Great Path?
Go ahead and make an perception, investigation, or arcana check.
I'm going to use perception because I get advantage on that with the robe.
Go for it.
Is he elven or some other type of?
Make a check that you feel is appropriate to discern what his physical race is.
Just be
I'm gonna do an investigation check and start feeling his face.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Are you gonna pinch his pointy ears? Like, yep.
Make an investigation check.
What are you, spirit?
Actually, I'll just do an insight check because I'm still taking my short rest in the junk pile.
Sure, make an insight check.
Well, with a natural 20, that's 28.
With a natural 20, that is 28.
Good grief.
I'm gonna resolve this one first, if you don't mind.
12.
12.
Yes.
He's definitely elven-ish. You see, like all of the hallmark features of elf. It's his hair that is getting you, like, not quite elf, like elf, but a little bit more. And you're starting to
Extra elfy?
You're starting to think of like, well, what else? Where else have I seen this be before? And you remember the one of the dwarven magic shop owners, I believe in Venzer, who was half dwarf, half water genasi. This guy is half what you can assume, what you can guess, air genasi. With a natural 20, for a total of
28.
This is 28.
This is Blue Baza.
Blue Baza is blue. This guy is tan.
Okay.
I mean, blue tan is a thing, but
Blue tanned.
with a 28, you are looking.
This would have been in the chambers, too.
Yes, you're investigating the chambers, the stonework, the carvings on the giant Titan creature, and the Archmage is looking through like thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of arcane footage and arcane reports and just arcane info, and your eyes are able to clock. Even though you don't understand what it all is, you see every single letter, every single syllable, every single piece of everything. It's almost too much for Kulkras's mind. However, you look through like at this point 500 years worth in just like a couple seconds of information, and you're like, I don't like that's like you see every type of symbol imaginable. You do not see the symbol or anything resembling the symbol of the Order of the Great Path.
Does he start bleeding from the nose?
He make a Kulkras takes
I mean, he rolled really good
8
though,
points
so
of
maybe
psychic
not.
damage, and he starts to bleed from his nose.
I didn't want to take damage.
If that would have knocked him out, would his head have exploded?
Maybe.
He's getting close.
At this point, like, what? Since I can look at the date, what year is he at? Is the back rewinding?
He's stopped around. He's actually started to slow down from like 830 to like early 300s, and you see like a look of confusion on his face.
And the view, is it just cameras of just inside the tower?
He's looking at
Like each room?
okay, so he's got like 3 tabs open. One is security footage of the entire inside of all of the tower,
All the rooms.
all of the weather phenomenon, and in the middle, because you rolled so high, he's tracking like the natural magical flow of the area, and he's focusing on like
It's
these.
the outside the tower, though, right?
Yes, like immediately outside of
He
the
can't see
tower.
outside?
That's where it gets confusing, probably, but he's not looking at that now. He's looking at a specific piece of information outside, which he's concerned with, like the flow of magic. He can only have so many tabs open in
Well,
the forefront.
I think while he's paying attention to the magic stuff, I want to start looking at, or try to find in the video footage of the tower when I can tell the tower went underground, and then when it's back above ground, if I can pinpoint that.
At this point, you can gather that it's still underground.
You said that's in the 500s.
In the 500s, still underground.
Okay. But he's still
and
going back slowly.
and even at the 300s, still underground. And he's tracking like the magic's flows between like the 800 and like the 300s, and there you can see like there is a significant dip in magic activity, and you know that this is the time where there was the arcane drought, where there was like practically no magic on the entire planet. It was all being used for something else. But
We can point that out to him, I guess.
and now it goes to like year 9-ish, like 9.5, and that's when the tower goes down. And when the tower goes down, about
Well, it would have gone up, right? Because he's going backwards.
right,
So
sure.
it would have gone from underground to above ground.
At some point, the tower in linear history goes underground, and within just a few months of that, the first like massive tornado occurs.
As in right before it went underground? Or
After.
right after it went underground?
Like a month or so after it goes
So
underground.
like we see a crazy tornado while it's underground, and then it goes above ground, but everything's fine.
If you're playing it in reverse, then yes.
He is playing it in reverse.
Then yes.
So yeah.
And that's essentially what he sees. He turns around, blinks a few times, wipes the blood from his nose.
I think I wipe a little bit of blood from my nose too, just because I want to feel like I'm
Yeah, sure. That's 10 points of psychic damage to you.
Here, 9.
You guys are having all these nerdgasms almost dying over there.
I move both of
see
them
it.
with the
And you
gear
said it was
wounds.
just a tornado?
I see everything.
Like, did it?
At the very beginning, it looks like linearly from year 9, it started off as a tornado, and then as the years went on, it went from tornado to sandstorm because this tornado has been breaking down all of the natural elements around the towers. And when they break down, they turn into sand, they turn into dust, they turn into dirt, and that just creates more debris that crashes into other things, which erodes faster and faster and faster. And at some point, like in year 8, you can tell that this area, this like 50 square mile area where Deep Light Spires is, used to be like, what's the best way to describe it? Like arid, dry, like Arizona type topography with various like beautiful bronze plateaus of rock that are fairly porous and dusty. That even just like a casual wind would cause these rocks to erode slightly, hence the name Dust Haven. But those things are eroded very, very quickly with the emergence of this tornado. And it looks like the tornado itself was caused by something in this tower after the tower went underground.
She may get 11 back.
You get 11 health back because Orlin's doing a thing. And Orlin, if you choose to pay attention to any of this, you kind of...
Really quick, I hurt 9, but then I get 11, so I just lost 2, right?
No, you gained 2.
You gain 2.
Or, yeah, sorry, gained. Because I didn't take the 9.
Orlin, you go ahead and make an insight check if you like. 15. Orlin, you are able to ascertain that probably something happened after this tower went underground that forced a tornado to happen within the lands now known as the Desolate Wastes. And you see like the broken, damaged weather controls of this console probably there's probably some correlation there. Aelin turns around, faces all of you. Well, oh boy.
Also in the footage, did we see him die anywhere? Like whenever he got killed and then, his body was down there? Did he see himself die? Did he react to that?
Are the desolate,
Very nonchalantly, but yes, he did see himself die.
are the desolate wastes like the land we crossed from Kennelder to Magrush?
The Desolate Waste is the 50-foot square around Magrush specifically. But yeah, you would have...
Okay.
It's past Kennelder Keep.
Gotcha.
Going south.
Okay.
If that helps.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's not on the map itself. That's just what people call it.
Yeah, I just wanted to refresh you. You're good.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, you do see that he registers himself dying, and
When was that on the timestamp?
somewhere around year 9, about a month before the tower goes. A month. It happens the same time the tower goes underground. A month before the tornado appears.
But did the tower go underground first and then he died? Or did he die first and then it went underground? At the same time?
Simultaneously. Like, his death seems to have triggered the quarantine protocol and brought the tower down.
Tower went underground. Okay, gotcha. I called him alien.
He turns around and regards the rest of you. So,
That was a lot.
indeed. So, it seems that I owe you all a great deal of gratitude. Thank you very much. What would you like as a reward?
I prestidigitation the blood, and I'm like, Arcana is crazy. It's so great. I'm glad you could show us that. My head kind of hurts.
It takes some getting used to. Forgive me, before we talk about repayment, I can't help but tell that some of you are from mage families that I am unfamiliar with, as he gestures to the arcane barks that the three of you have.
Let's say,
What's
yeah,
the name of that?
you still have a hard time seeing me, I think. I mean, he knows where I am, but
Are you still hiding in the trash?
I have not.
Actively rolling a stealth check every 6 seconds or something?
No, he knows I'm there. I just haven't left the rubbish pile because I'm still trying to take a short
He's
rest.
still Oscaring.
I went to the religion school for Bahamut, the Everlight.
Ah, so a clerical mage. Interesting.
Something like that, yes.
I'm an artificing mage.
Alright. And what about you?
I took classes to punish mages who went awry.
Ah, understood.
Just like imps.
Interesting. The Arcane Ministry sought to disband the use of arcane families of this nature. I'm surprised that the practice still carries on in this age.
Ministry.
What year was that?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Year 9.
Yes,
Oh,
dummy.
year 9, okay. Yes, a lot has happened. The part that you noticed where the magic dipped, that was the arcane drought. But then magic came back.
It got better.
It got better.
It got better.
It got better.
I don't remember how long the arcane drought lasted for, but it was a while, right?
You can read the timestamp. Like 500-ish years.
Yeah, there was no magic during that time at all.
These poor
It
thirsty nerds.
Yeah.
Huh? Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even
Did that on accident? I thought you did that.
No, it didn't occur to me.
Where do otters come from?
Product endorsement we got going.
They come from other otters, right?
Sure.
They come from a space within water.
They come from outer space. We're having fun here.
We're having a good time.
We're having a good time. You have to show me that clip at some point, because I haven't found it yet. Arcane Drought. Interesting.
Going to a brothel.
Oh,
That also happened in the timeline.
magic came back, and then that was before our time. So yes, more mage schools were reformed. There's I can pull him up a map of this.
Show the magazine.
Oh wow, this is
The mage schools right here on this island. And I point to where we are. We're right here.
Not my vintage edition of short stacks to really wow.
Literature came back to the world.
Oh my.
Pick a favorite. There are no wrong answers until there are.
He looks over the map and he's like,
So he looked over the magazine like, oh, it's mine. Give it back. He goes back to the maps of the
You're like
magazine.
trying to hold the magazine in front of the map.
Blight Marsh.
This one's my favorite.
Red Mire. Haven't heard of that.
I'm gonna hold up like a really
That's new.
a rough map of Dender and kind of hold it next to over here where it would be, and I'm like, I'm from here, which is on the ocean over here.
Okay, that's about the same of what I remember.
There's some elf islands on this other side. We don't have a map of that though. It's called Chanalore. Have you heard of that place?
Yes, yes. It looks like Nalore has not changed much.
Well, I don't know what it looks like.
Minus the dragon.
The what now?
Who?
Oh, there's a Dragon Crusade.
You watch as every time you mention like something big, he snaps his finger and he's casting some spell. He's basically casting legend lore on all of these things that you are mentioning him, and he's getting like the instant download of like, this happened.
Mage Slayer.
While he's doing that, I'm like, I think we need to slow down or we're gonna give him more brain damage.
Well, you said he's so smart, and you're the one teaching him,
He is so
Shiima.
smart. He's doing crazy magic right now, and he's gonna take more damage from it if we don't chill out a little bit.
You think knowledge is going to kill him? You sound so paranoid, Shiima.
I mean, a corner did.
I mean, a lot of things can
How
kill
big
you.
are his arms? How big are his arms?
So skinny.
How big are his legs?
So skinny.
Come on, chicken man.
So
I bet you couldn't beat Galvan in a fight.
So yeah, he's like legend loring all of like these big, like massive
major
events. The Arcane Drought,
major
the Dragon
events.
Crusade. He sees Red Mire on the map. He's like, that's not right.
Oh, the three meteors.
Oh, okay.
There was 3 meteors.
Ugh.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us where they landed? Can you see? 'Cause we're looking for 2 of them or 1 of them. We're looking for 3. We found 1. We know 1 is on Chanalore.
Unfortunately, I only understand the information from a historical perspective. I cannot define at this point where the others have landed.
Are we just telling him random junk? Because what about the weird fake Hydra thing?
We're not supposed to talk about this. I swear to God, every time you guys get a chance to talk about it, we said we weren't going to talk about
Well,
it.
we're underground.
I think you're breaking NDA, but okay.
That's beyond their jurisdiction. We're beyond their
Well,
jurisdiction.
we have to tell him about the Great Smut Famine, you know.
Hey, I saw what you did there.
Dender has an issue with devils or something. Was it devils or demons? One of the
His
two.
eyes go wide. Oh, that's dark.
Yes, we need to deal with that. I need to help Dender.
What has happened?
I said a lot has happened.
We fought a mushroom
No kidding.
princess.
I'm afraid of how many times you're snapping.
He's gonna need a new body because you're gonna fry this one. He's gonna wake up and you have to tell him all over
He's
again.
gonna like mess up his hand. He's gonna start snapping with the other hand.
You watch it as he's like casting legend lore whenever Orlin brings up like the mushroom lady, and he's like, huh, there are elements of that are hidden from legend lore. Interesting. The Arcane Imperium. That's new.
Yeah,
The Arcane City. Arcania fell. Oh no.
Arcadia. I'm taking notes. I got Arcadia. Where was Arcadia, Mr. Aelin?
The floating city, the flying city of Arcania.
Flying City.
Not anymore, it's not.
Oh my god.
According to magic, Arcania was the focal point of the magical of the arcane ministry, the authoritative power in regards to magic on the world of Terra, where people would learn magic and whatnot. You understand this as like the precursor of the Arcane Imperium, which it would later become. However, the floating city of Arcania crashed into what is now known as just north of Blight Marsh. It's got like a spooky dumb name.
You said north of Blight Marsh?
Yeah. Or like, what are like the lands around Blight Marsh, like that gray zone?
Oh, Scarred Lands?
The Scarred Lands.
All of that?
Yeah, all of
A
that.
lot of land.
That is a lot of land.
I'm holding the map. It crashed here?
Somewhere along there, yes. Arcania fell into pieces and is scattered around the Scarred, what is now known as the Scarred Lands.
So not over Blight Marsh, over the Scarred Lands.
Afterwards, it seems that the surviving host of mages tried to keep the practice of magic alive during the arcane drought. It looks like the floating city of Arcania fell at the very beginning of what you call the Dark War.
What year was that?
Ugh. I gotta pull my notes up. I have no notes up right now. I'm going off of a lot of this by memory.
Good old legend lore. There was the weird spider guy.
You got beat up by a woman.
What was the sniper gun? I don't remember.
Apparently that is not of legendary importance.
What are we on?
There's a different Riku, I think.
They bullied a nerd.
Somewhere, but I don't remember.
The Dark War started in the year 315.
I was hoping you'd say 350.
Vesh wants me to marry her, but that's nothing new, I guess.
Good luck with that.
Oh.
But yes, the floating city of Arcania crashed as a. Apparently, that was like the very first place that the worshippers of Lolth struck. So, yes, bringing down the floating city of Arcania would definitely weaken Arcala's magical defenses or attacks against the combatants of the Dark War. So bringing that down was probably a strategic point for them. Afterwards, there was the Arcane Drought, which is caused by sending the captured Drow and Lolth worshippers to another plane of existence and focusing all of Terra's magical energies to keeping them from returning. Well, that's desperate. And that's lasted for 500-ish years.
Does that mean after 500 years they came back? Because there was no more magic to keep them away?
Yes. It seems that around the year 820, there was some sort of an arcane wave that swept across the entire planet. It seems that this broke through this barrier that was keeping the Drow and Lolth worshippers away, and with the barrier down, the revitalization of magic came onto the world once more, but it did mark the return of the Drow. But according to legendary history, these Drow come in peace.
Except that one.
Huh. Yes, except that one. Not of legendary importance, so unfortunately I'm unsure as to why that happened.
Somebody murdered the king, right? That's what it is, I think.
Huh.
Or a key.
Seems that something is obscuring that history as well.
That's
which,
what basically started the Dragon Crusade. So let's connect to that, right?
The Dragon Crusade began in Nalor, killed off the Elven royal family there. 20 or so years later, the son of the King of Redmire went to Nalor with a handful of like conscripted convicts, slew the dragon, came back, had a celebratory party, and his comrades, who were basically at this point pardoned prisoners, murdered the king after the celebration dinner.
You could
So
say
they were
they know how to.
celebrating with the sun, but then they killed the king, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the son left to go after his father's killers and hasn't been seen in like the past 6 years. Meanwhile, Redmire is being run by the Queen Regent, Lady Duskvale.
But if they killed the dragon, why is the Dragon Crusade still going?
There was another one.
Apparently,
Right, there's another dragon?
apparently another dragon showed up. And there's still the draconic army that the dragon brought with it. A host of
First dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
A host of wyverns, dragonborn, kobolds, and yeah, it looks pretty bad. Like, sure, it's like the weirdest part. I'm gonna break the DM character. I apologize. It's like in Star Wars, like, hey, you killed the Emperor. There's still like dozens of Imperial battleships. Are you gonna fight? No, we're just gonna surrender. You killed our king, so now we're now war is over. No, they killed that out here. You killed the big dragon. Sure, still got his army. They're still angry.
Do you think their leader's like a kobold now?
Just a bunch of kobolds that made their own like fake flying dragon.
Yeah, they're just it's one big fake dragon.
But it's a really buff kobold, so he's just sitting there like this.
It's two kobolds in a treasure chest.
Urinating everywhere.
2 kobolds dressed as a dragon.
After seeing the whole Shauna
That's
thing, like,
dragon.
I don't know if he's putting a video of that or something, I don't know. But you're hearing more about it in detail from him. I'm gonna be like, I thought Dender was pretty bad, but yeah, now Shauna Lore sounds even worse than I thought.
Indeed. Well, this is nightmare fuel. I think for the time being, I'm going to keep my tower submerged as I learn more about the world. And I hope you don't mind that I make a request of you.
I would just like to point out a lot of people, well, I don't know how many exactly, but some people do know your tower should be down here somewhere, I think, right? As far as we know, like, there should be rumors or somebody knows it's down here, maybe?
Interesting.
Or is it that nobody knows for real if it's down here?
You heard, people are aware that there are rumors that the tower is down there, but there hasn't been any concrete proof. You did send a message to one of the, just saying that you found a mine shaft, and you found.
Did I telephone a tower? Or no?
You did not mention the tower itself.
Oh, okay.
One of our mission things was a sizable reward for verify the existence of the tower.
We could still keep it secret for now and get a reward later.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm supposed to be some kind of harbinger of doom, so best stay away from me.
Oh yeah, he died and like came back to life.
Huh. Are you sure?
I mean, I've heard some weird stories. I don't know.
Can you see how he died and came back to life?
Look, I've been doing this a lot. I feel like this would be a breach of
Hey, you
privacy,
both
so I
died and
can
came back
ask you: is that something that you wish for me to know? I'll tell you about how I died if you allow me to see how you
Yeah,
died.
I'll show you mine.
If it's of legendary importance, I would be able to see it, but I respect individual privacy.
She might see you naked.
You know what? I don't mind, but you don't tell any of them. It's none of their business.
I understand. You see, for the first time, Aelin stifles a tear. You've got a good heart.
That's a first.
Inside joke.
Don't you lie to us.
4 plus, like, I think 1.
He seems genuinely touched by whatever he saw in Vaxxus's backstory. And apparently it is of legendary importance.
Oh, wow.
You're a legend, Vaxxus.
Or at least the circumstances of his death is legendary.
I'll take it. I probably don't hear that very often, but sure, I'll take it.
Anyways, I would like to request that you keep this tower just between us, as well as my reconstitution. I want to get a better lay of the land before I reintroduce myself into modern Terran society properly. And no offense, but I do not trust this new arcane institution of magic, this arcane imperium. Their methods, I see where they're going.
I'm not the only one. Go on.
I see where they're going with it, but I feel like they're more afraid than anything.
Under one condition, we'll keep your secret. We can come back and use your tanning beds when we need to.
My revitalization chambers.
Yes, they're very nice.
You are allowed to, and I will grant that request. There is even an arcane circle in the chamber above us.
I know, I saw it already.
Why didn't you tell us, Cool?
I told you.
That is
I have been drinking. You needed to tell me very, very loudly.
You probably have a concussion. Probably have a concussion from your sledding accident.
That was underneath a very powerful illusion magic. How are you able to see that?
Mind your business.
The robe. Mind your business. The eyes on the robe.
Yeah, it's all like, they all like
He just makes an arcana check and he's like, okay.
Does he just cast Identify on
Can I just say Kulkras told me the runes for the portal then, since he saw them, I guess?
I mean,
This would be one of those things where it's like you would have to look at it.
Okay.
you have to go like look at it and trace it, right?
Well, that's the thing. We couldn't see it. Kulkras is the only one that could actually see it. So I don't know if it's something he has to
I
like.
think you'd have to actually see it. and
I
trace
draw like a Rugrats interpretation of it.
So like how I would draw it.
I'm pretty sure that's not what it looks like.
I don't know if he has to like unreveal some illusion magic or something.
Well, let's walk and talk. And you watch as he escorts you upstairs. You can still short rest during this time.
Okay. I was still.
Fuck it. Short rest is done.
Yeah. We've been talking for a while. He's been at that computer
I feel
for
like we're gonna be chatting
years.
here for a bit.
I'll take it.
How do I short rest? It's been so long.
Give me all these hit die. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I don't
68
have any more hit
plus
die.
I take short rest. I don't have more hit die.
Let's see. 18.
Nothing changes for me because I don't have any hit die.
68.
I forgot what I was saying.
Forgot what
Can I ask him if he could tell what time of day it is above ground?
It
Since I know he likes the weather so much, because he was looking at his weather app.
I'd say he doesn't even look at the weather app. He just like looks up while you guys are in the hallway going upstairs. It is about 4 o'clock in the morning. 1 hour till dawn.
Looking a bit better.
Can I chat with him a little bit about our plan to keep the tower a secret and give us a little bit bit of a way out?
I mean, sure.
Okay, so we're down here on a job to deal with a mechanical menace issue. We did deal with that.
Oh, so that's where they came from. He gestures to like the extra mechanical bodies that are in his room.
We rescued some people in a mine shaft, which, if you can or can't tell, we're what, hundreds of feet, 1,000 feet underground or something. We're pretty far underground right now. There is a mine shaft that connects the top of your tower technically to the surface. So if there's a way that we could cause some kind of cave-in at the top of your tower, and then we can teleport to the surface, and then I can tell the people that hired us that there was a cave-in, and that we just had to teleport out for safety. That way we don't have to say that there's a tower.
Is there? Are you aware that there is anybody in this tunnel as of right now?
Our horse.
Our horse. Well, it's a magical horse.
Did she not get crushed?
You're also assuming that
Did we leave her at the very top of the tower? Or was she like...
No, she was in the mine shaft, the main mine
Yeah,
shaft.
and then we walked for a while, right?
I guess we could just dismiss her.
There was the main
somewhere.
mine. There was the main mine shaft, and then there was the sub shaft.
And we left her at the main one.
Yep.
So if we could just,
I could just dismiss
collapse
her.
the sub one.
Well, we also need to bring back the bots.
I already have a plan in mind.
We can teleport those two, maybe.
First things first, he taps his staff, and you feel rumbling on the outside of the tower.
Oh no.
Okay. Now, all right. Cave-in done.
Fantastic. Now, how do we guard against mind readers?
Shiima is panicking because she does not like when magic happens without notice. And she keeps doing so much magic.
I can produce some talismans and arcane trinkets that would make it harder for individuals to read your minds, if that is a reward that you seek. Other than that, I could also attempt to modify your memories, if you give me permission to sort of hide the fact that this tower still exists.
We get to use your tanning beds. I'm not forgetting about that.
Ah, yes, of course. Those, unfortunately, can only be used once per week.
Per week?
Per week.
Yikes.
However, I can teach. If one of you is a wizard, I can teach you the spell to cast that on your. Wonderful.
I also raised my hand.
Oh, I love our party.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't raise yours.
I'll teach it to Count Orlin, and then he can teach it to you. That sounds wonderful.
Maybe you can write it.
I see no downsides to
Maybe you
this.
can just write it down for him in something like a spell scroll.
I'll do you one better.
You could teach it to my assistant.
My assistant does all my spell casting.
My apprentice.
At this point, you guys have made it to like the main foyer level, and it is like cleaned up. It seems that whatever thing he did to the tower whenever he first woke up seems to have repaired the physical damage that has been done inside of his tower.
Does it smell like oiled metal?
Actually, no. It smells fairly like flowery, fragrant, at least in this room. And you watch as he walks over to the center of the room, taps the floor with his staff, casting Dispel magic on the illusion over his magic circle, and now it is visible for individuals who know the spell to learn. Feel free to add Aelin's Tower to your list.
How do you spell Aelin?
A-I-L-E-N.
Sorry, it's A-E-L-I-N.
Oh, A-E-L-I-N?
Mm-hmm.
Aelin's Tower. Gotcha.
Which totally isn't just alien spelled weird.
Works for me. Okay. Duly noted. I'll make a note, tanning beds once a week.
So rewards were being discussed.
Yes. What is it that you seek? And I will try to do my best. Obviously, you all have are welcome to have safe passage within this tower, as long as I get to ask you for information on the outside world and what's been going on. The information, the libraries of this tower are also at your service. But if you're looking for something a little bit more monetary or physical, or even metaphysical, I have a number of magical items that I could part with. I can, if some of you want to augment your physical appearances or forms, I can do that for a permanent basis. But this isn't a thing that I offer lightly, as once you change your form, you cannot change back for a full year. So
He can't make you fly.
actually, I can.
You know what? I'm going to make my own fist without you, Kulkras.
With all our Kokra monks, just call it the Flying Fist.
You won't have any of the magazines, though. I can find my own dirty magazines. You can keep those for yourself. I don't care.
If there is magic items that you would like crafted as a transmutation wizard, I can also make that happen.
I have this creepy hand staff. Can you just put the powers of this into this hammer here instead?
I'll do you one better. You watch as he pulls. He takes his staff and he just rips a hole in reality. Sticks his hand into empty space that just disappears, and then he pulls out a giant hammer and hands it to you.
Whoa! What do we have here?
This is just a little thing that someone wanted me to make some alterations to it, but yeah, he died. So it doesn't have an owner anymore, but you might be able to make use of this. Go ahead and add this weapon to your inventory. It is called the Exorcist. He hands you this long ball of a weapon made of like dark iron, and the head has like a bunch of like weird runes and scrawls on it. What else would everyone like?
I'm gonna hold up the Voyager staff, and I'm gonna say, "Can you make this infinite?"
No.
so that I can do the various spells without having to worry about charges.
I cannot do. However, I can, however, potentially double the amount of charges that are on that staff.
That would definitely help us.
Yo, this is wild.
It'll take some time for me to work with it, but I can make that happen. What about Count Orlin, Trinette, and Kulkras?
Saoirse.
Saoirse. My apologies.
We didn't even point out Saoirse.
Galvin said, "Oh, I'm sorry. That's just my fault." Introducing Saoirse and Saoirse.
Two heads are crown of fire. What the hell is that?
Yes, your bestial companion has also deserved a reward.
Our friend Salic had a tattoo put on him that let him attack from a little bit of a range with his unarmed attacks. Saoirse would appreciate that.
I can make that happen. Very well. What about you, Count Orlin Trinette?
How about a shield fit for somebody who might have to fight Zagutmoy and dragons?
Or me.
Or Or a giant monkey.
Monkey is the plus one.
I can design something like that, sure. And you, Kulkras, what would you like in exchange for saving me and protecting the tower?
I don't freaking know.
You think on it.
Well, he mentioned a thing that could stop people from like reading your mind. We might need that to tell somebody about, not tell somebody about this tower.
Well, that only works on one of us.
That would essentially he was basically offering you guys a magic item that will require an attunement slot for that,
that's fine.
or he can just modify your memories in a way using like old ancient ways of magic to modify your memory so that you guys remember that the tower is here, but people reading your mind can't learn that.
Okay, I see.
Like being completely won over by the giant awesome hammer he just gave you. While I'm looking at him, like, yeah, sure, whatever. Sounds great. This weapon's pretty ridiculous.
Very well. So yeah, and what sort of what reward would you seek then?
I'm still going with my Voyager staff things.
Alright, Voyager staff.
Sure, double slots would be great.
Double slots. Voyager staff. That Sersha is getting that magic item. What is Orlin?
The shield.
The shield, right?
I have a question about the Mog armor that I have. Mog armor.
Sure.
Is there a way, maybe instead of doing the staff, of making my Mog arm have double the charges?
I can do that as well.
He's sitting there with the house
As
on log.
well.
Make a persuasion check to see if you can get both.
Please, Mr. Producer. Ah.
I changed my mind. His tower sucks, but he's
No,
awesome.
it's only like the 3.
Unfortunately, while I'm sure that my capabilities seem vastly different than what you guys are, than what this troop is used to, my resources are not unlimited. But if you come with me with resources, I should be able to acquiesce to your request.
Oh man, a side quest.
Oh, do we have resources? They're just above ground in jail right now.
Interesting.
I suppose for now. Quick question. What's that stuff? Do you use mag powder?
Magnia. Yes, I do.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that would be fine.
Oh, that was the Terran name. Or stash.
The old school.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead with the Voyager staff for now. I'll come back with some Magnia. You can let me know anything else you need, and then we can do the Mog arm as well.
Very well. As for transporting your mechanical resources to the surface, do you wish help transporting just the two machines that you are set down for, or do you also want my Defense Protocol Mark III?
What about that big thing?
I unfortunately must object. The large Titan-like construct, unfortunately, is the reason of my original demise. So I'm trying to keep that a little bit close to understand what the fuck happened there.
Is that
You
yours?
can actually.
No, but I was asked to study it for a colleague.
Oh, okay. I thought it was theirs, in which case we'd have to take it.
We could actually just be teleported possibly back to our horse.
Yeah, the
Then we
mine
can
shaft.
load with the mechanical things, not with Mark II.
Well,
We
actually,
don't want any. We don't want to take anything that's from this tower with us to incriminate the tower.
I see.
So we
Well,
just
hold on
want
a
to take
second.
back just the mechanical things we were sent to look for.
I
so
think we
can
might
pay
need the
for
Mark III, the Scorpion thing.
Oh, the Scorpion's a Mark III?
The Scorpion is.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Galvan.
Oh.
I thought he wanted us to take
Because,
Galvan.
because they
okay.
I think they reported that was down here, so.
Yeah, they are
Kinda weird.
aware of the Scorpion.
Because, it escaped and attacked people.
That is unfortunate.
We could bring it with us because as far as they know, it was in the tunnels. So that shouldn't incriminate your tower. And then when you feel safe bringing the tower above ground, you could then go to them to retrieve it.
Let me ask you this: do you have the capability of dispelling magic?
I think so. Check my spells that I don't have prepared right now.
I don't think any of us have Dispel Magic.
I haven't.
Do you?
Is
That's
that
something
would that be an artificer or wizard?
Wizard, probably.
Yeah, most likely.
I think I could have taken invocation to get it, but I didn't take that one.
What level spells?
Third.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't think I have any third level spells yet anyway. Nope, I only have second level wizard spells.
While he's been chatting, I've been in the process of making this thing my pack weapon instead, and attuning it because I need to attune it, so I'm unattuning the Ring of Protection.
Okay.
I tell him, I'll just put it this way. After we level up our star level,
All right.
I may be able,
Yes, of course.
to access the Dispel Magic spell, but at the moment I don't have it.
Very well. You watch as he snaps his fingers, and from the hallway behind you, you see these two little orbs, like blue orbs, just come up, and inside of these orbs are like these 1 inch silk spheres, glass spheres. Inside are tiny, shrunk versions of the mechanical constructs that you were sent to define. If you cast a dispel magic on these spheres, then whatever is inside of them will revert to their original size. There you go.
Did you put the big ones that are in here now?
That's still being negotiated at this time. I designed the Mark III, and
Is this a copy of the?
oh no,
Are there
that's
two?
them. Like those were shrunk,
Yeah,
put
that's
into
what
a
I'm
ball,
asking him. Like,
and handed to
he
you.
took the big one and put it in here.
Yep.
Okay, I thought maybe he made a new one. Okay.
Other
These are only dispellable, you said?
yes. Otherwise they'll stay
I
like
very
that for.
carefully put them in the bag.
Otherwise, they'll stay like that for 24 hours. After that, the spell will just wear off, and then,
And then they'll pop out.
don't keep them in your pockets for that long.
They're not going to be active when they come out, right? Are they still going to be?
They will be in whatever state that they were in when I transformed them into that. That is what they will return
I just want
as.
to make sure they don't come out and attack us or anyone else that we're supposed to hand these to.
I'm sure that there is more that we all wish to discuss. But this is where we're going to end tonight's episode. So, you brought him back to life.
Well, I mean,
A wizard out of time.
The ring did.
He's like an Arcane Santa Claus. This weapon's pretty ridiculous.
We will talk about that soon because I want you to talk about it because it's fun. I liked it. I like that you like it. So thank you also very much for tuning in. Please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/underground initiative, where if you become a patron, you can get all sorts of neat things. Access to our Discord where you can chat with us. Your name can appear in the credits forever, as long as the internet exists. You only have to donate for even 1 month. And hey, guess what? Your name's going to stay there. So what are you waiting for? Get on it.
Take a look-see at the picture I posted.
Yeah,
Discord.
Yeah, we post memes and
It's a
stuff
great
about
picture.
our
You
shenanigans.
totally won't regret looking at it. I promise.
Cats.
Oh no.
The wrestling.
Just ignore it for now.
When we get to 20, when we get to 20 patrons, we'll do
Cat cam.
We'll do cat fights.
Oh, wow.
No, cat cam. not
Cat
fights.
cams. Cat cams, cat fights, whatever.
That's a weird.
They wrestle all the time. They're fine.
WrestleMania over here. So yes, thank you also very much for tuning in. Once again, patreon.com/underground initiative. If we also get 10 patrons, I will start wearing wigs at sessions. Just the one for now, and then we can go we'll figure stuff out from there. But yeah, thank you also very much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you in the next time, and stay incredible.
Sonnenschein, ja, da muss man glücklich sein, weil da brauch ich nichts auf dieser Welt. Früh am Morgen schon zum Strand, braun gebrannt im weißen Sand, ja, das ist die Zeit, die mir gefällt. Abends kommt da noch so ein Bummel die Strandpromenade entlang und das hat seine Gründe. Sommersee und Sonnenschein und dann noch verliebt zu zweien, ja, da muss der Mensch doch glücklich sein.